No, you're fine. You're fine.
Roy can't.
These are my two clients.
Okay.
They're sisters, Jen and Stella. Jen, raise your hand.
Hello.
And Stella, that's Stella. Stella is ready to be fixed up on YouTube. We're gonna
Yes.
get her a date. We're gonna get her a date.
For a man. A
Do what now?
gentleman.
A
A
gentleman.
gentleman. Yes.
I have here some water with lemon in it.
Oh.
Is that
Lemon
good?
is
Is you
supposed-
having a throat issue?
No,
Are you
it's
having a throat-
lemon is good it's supposed to help you lose weight somehow. I don't know.
All
Yeah.
right. Mhm.
I think it serves as like the, what do you call it?
I don't
Diuretic.
know.
No, the grapefruit. The grapefruit.
She's always on a diet.
Jen,
gonna die.
I want you to tell everybody about your diet that you are participating in and how much success. Stella says you've had a lot of success.
I have. If you stay on it, you will. That is the only thing that I've ever used that I can tell I've lost weight. But
Well,
you
tell everybody what it
for
is.
3
'Cause you
days.
didn't.
All right. It is called the military diet, and you can bring it up on the internet. So you diet and go right by what they give you the menu for 3 days, and then on
Is
the
it a
third,
strict
on the-
calories? Is that what it is? Strict calories that you have?
Probably so, because you eat, like for instance, the first day for breakfast you have half a grapefruit, and you
Oh.
have a toast, piece of toast. You can probably it's wheat, but I just use whatever bread I have with peanut butter slice and a cup of coffee. That's your breakfast.
Mm.
And then for lunch, you have. I'll go on with it. Different.
Yeah, no, keep on going. I'm just laughing because Stella's like, that's not
Then
enough
for
for me. That's what
lunch,
she's
it's,
thinking.
Tuna. It's tuna and a piece of toast. For supper or dinner, whichever you prefer, it is a cup of.
Well, I mean,
string beans.
isn't supper the Southern
The same
term?
thing.
And
Yeah, the Southern term for dinner. We always had supper. It's
I
hard for me
did
to say
too.
dinner.
We're from North Carolina. We're all from North Carolina. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Our heaviest meal was at lunch, which they called that dinner. It was breakfast, dinner, and supper. So anyway, for supper tonight, I had.
You worked in the fields too, didn't you?
Oh yeah, and you were hungry when you got ready to. When you had the privilege of stopping, putting your hoe down.
Hoe down.
You came to the house and you were ready to eat those biscuits. But for supper, I had a cup of string beans,
Well,
chicken,
more than just two, right? More than just two string beans.
a cup, 8 ounces, a cup of string beans. I did get more than 2, and yeah, you're ready for that cup of string beans too. and a small apple and half a banana.
I like it when she has a cup of ice cream. I like that.
That's the very last. That's the Wednesday night supper.
That's her reward.
I have tuna and a cup of ice cream and half a banana. Weird, but
Cottage cheese.
Oh, yeah.
And there's devil eggs.
cottage cheese is tomorrow. Cottage cheese is tomorrow. When I get up, I will have. I have 1 boiled egg, piece of toast, and half a banana.
So what
For
do you
lunch,
do
I'll
on the
have-
weekend on Sunday whenever you cook for
Well,
everybody?
I do. You can pick any 3 days you want. I always pick Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and then Thursday I can have breakfast. Because we at the office we have breakfast delivered, and I can have my grits and my eggs and my cream puff.
What is
from
a
the
cream
bakery?
puff?
Well,
Oh,
we have a
Oh.
bakery in Washington, and it's called the Brownie.
they're not in
Bakery.
Washington, D.C. They're in Washington, North
Yeah,
Carolina.
Washington, North Carolina. Yes.
Mhm.
So it's
There's a
delicious.
big
Anyway, I can have
distinction
my bacon
there.
and eggs. So then, but you're responsible for eating sensibly from like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then if you want to start it back on Monday, you start back on Monday.
It's
and
called the
you can
military.
continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't tell me how much you lost.
So I lost about 20 pounds.
Holy cow! And how long?
But you don't tell it because I'm so large frame. Well, it was probably maybe
Large fun.
I have a large.
But you know, they said it's
I
not
do have a
true.
large
They
frame.
said, yeah, when you, they said
It's
it's
bone
not
structure. I should
Bone
say
structure.
bone structure.
true. Large fun.
I should say bone structure.
Structure issue.
Well, thank you. She's diamond and I'm silk, you know. And
How do you know which one's which?
diamond because she wears all the diamonds, and I'm just kind of silk and smoothie.
Oh,
She comes.
I
hard
see. So
rock like-
Stella is diamond, and you're silk.
Right. Mhm.
Um,
I miss those girls. I really do.
well,
Those diamond and silk.
Stella never probably even watched them, did she?
She probably didn't know.
No, I do not know.
Well, one of them's passed away.
Yeah.
I don't know which one
The
passed
diamond
away.
or the silk? Okay, I heard diamond.
They were on Fox. They came on Fox on, every once in a while. What do you call this?
No, they were on Facebook. If you wanted to watch them, you could go on Facebook.
Yeah,
they had a little.
Okay. But
You never watched them
anyway.
on Facebook?
No.
Most time I saw them on the Fox show because I don't sit and watch my computer.
Oh, and you don't sit and watch your
She only listens to.
She only listens to
Booking. I listen to Fox while I can listen to Fox. It's not like a movie, but I can listen to Fox and get
stay up to date.
Up to date, and while I cook also in the
She
kitchen.
cooks all the
Then
time.
and then I do that like when I come home from work. I have that on. I catch up, and then on Saturday
Well,
night.
tell them how old you are. Would you mind telling them how old you are?
No, I will be 77 in August of this year.
You don't have to tell them the date. Don't tell them the date. Okay?
Oh, okay. How about you? How about let's get Diamond over here to tell us about her.
Let's Stella. How old are you?
What? You started this, didn't you?
It doesn't make any difference.
I'm trying to find a gentleman.
Well, that's
Well,
okay.
but that has nothing to do.
You don't care
That
about
has
that.
to do with my age.
It has nothing to do with
But
that.
the guys now, I just saw it on Facebook.
What is it?
Younger men like older women.
That's a
now.
song.
Well, I don't want you to get catfished. Okay? Do you know what
No, I
being
really don't.
catfished? You-
Oh, no, I know what that is. Why
You
do you
do.
get
Well,
closer?
I want to get.
Why do you get closer?
I want to get in the center of that. There we go.
She's trying to get in the frame.
Stella,
You're in the
that's
frame.
it. That's
Okay,
it.
I'm in.
Stella had the whole frame to herself. I was off to the side.
There she goes.
Anyway.
Now
I
you're
was still-
making Stella. Stella needs to move closer to you. Right there. Right there.
Okay.
It looks weird.
Do I have to say it? I guess.
What do you
I
have
am-
to say?
Her age?
Yeah. I am 70.
That's not
I'm
that old. That
I
is
don't think-
not
and
that old.
She hates to know that I'm 6 years older and look just as well as she does.
Did she just say that?
Yeah. Yeah.
She just said it to the whole world.
But really,
To the
But I
whole
know.
world.
I know different. I'm just
How
messy.
far does this reach, by the way?
As many
Tell me.
people. Yeah, as many
Hey,
as
how
it
many-
can go anywhere. Anybody that
Like,
has
is that-
YouTube, anywhere.
That
Anywhere.
they just run
Anywhere.
through YouTube. They see something they like to watch, they'll just watch it. It'll just,
They
they
will.
just
Well, I'm
watch it.
sure a lot of people will watch this.
think
Well, I
need to be
put
like-
I put jamming
Well,
with
I
my
was-
clients. I put jamming with my clients about Trump and current events.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
And I
know.
really don't sound like this, because I have a sinus issue tonight.
Oh my God, you have a sinus issue?
Well, I do. I do.
So you think the sound is what's going to attract somebody to whether they're going to date you or not?
The sound of your
Maybe.
voice.
The sound of my,
Maybe.
because I don't want to sound like a man.
She didn't want to sound husky, you know.
Husky. Husky.
Oh my
it's a term for, hard, what's another word for that,
But certainly not husky.
Well, yeah, I would say if you have a husky voice. I mean,
Can we edit this?
No, this
Do
is
we
live. This is coming. This is jamming with my clients. I'm jamming with my
and-
clients.
and Kim, that's probably why, that they say, well, if she's got those kind of clients.
Well, no, y'all are cool. Listen, y'all are cool. I wanted to say both of you all both are still working, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Right.
correct.
Mhm. And by the way, I'm a substitute teacher.
Okay.
You didn't tell me what you are.
I'm an administrative assistant with the rich real estate companies. So anybody out
estate
there would like to is coming this way to Washington, North Carolina, stop by the Rich Company, and we
You'll
have
see her live.
we have
in person.
we'll have many agents there that can help you.
Y'all
If
froze.
you're coming down south, if you're coming down south, to find a home that's
The
the
second home that
waterfront.
they need.
yeah.
Second,
They-
did you
instead
know
of
that
going
they
to
said,
Florida, instead of going to Florida, they can stop in North Carolina.
well, most of the time they go to Florida and then they figure out that they don't like Florida and they come back halfway back, which is North Carolina. It's called
Right.
halfback.
A little bit of
You'd
It's not-
save them.
not quite as humid. Not quite as humid. Well, Kim, Michelle, have you had a good day? Have you?
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest with you. Tim, are you watching? Tim,
Tim.
you need to watch and you need to comment.
Yeah, Tim.
Yes, Tim.
I have never met you yet, Tim. By the
Tim,
way.
come here a second. She's never met you. Come here.
He
Please.
is tall.
He's tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah, has a.
He's tall, dark, and handsome, and old.
Yeah.
Come on in here, boo.
Mild
She's
mannered.
never met you.
Come on, closer.
Now,
Closer, Tim.
Don't be afraid. Tim.
Closer. She wants you to be closer.
Come closer to us.
Hello, Tim. Oh,
Look
that's
up.
so sweet. How are you?
We have something in common, Tim. We have.
She can't. They can't. He can't hear you. Let me
I'm
undo
sorry.
it.
I'm
Let me
sorry.
undo
I'm
it.
sorry. We have, and I can't see up close. We have a soon-to-be niece-in-law that I think I've told Michelle about this. She works in Sanford on airplanes, and she's just graduated. Well, how old is she? This is her first job out of college, and she was doing the
works on
Nassau program.
Yeah, she works on the electrical part of the airplane.
But she said Friday that she'd done, or Saturday she had worked on all of it,
Uh-huh.
even the engine.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a little something in common there. She's trying to tell.
Yes.
I wish we could make this bigger.
Mm-hmm. I think you can right there.
Yeah, I don't mean to miss us.
Hello.
Okay, we can't hear you, Michelle.
No, we cannot hear you. We can't hear you.
I'm unmuted. You hear me now?
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
good. I thought you were, yeah.
So he didn't hear anything we said.
He heard everything, but he couldn't speak because I had this in. Go get on the thing and you can communicate. But this is what Timmy looks like. Come here, Timmy.
Okay, hello, Timmy.
Nice to see you again, Tim.
Timmy's so sweet.
I
He's so
know.
sweet.
He's soon going to retire. They're going to travel.
Oh.
For a little bit. Okay, boo-boo. Go on.
Bye-bye.
Go on.
Oh,
Close
you just
that.
push him away.
I did, yeah. Get him out of here, out of my office. But
You
What?
bring him in there. You bring
you
him
wanted
in.
to see him. You wanted to see him.
Yeah, we
Everybody
all
else has
did.
seen him on YouTube.
Yeah, but you just shoo him away.
If we hit, why do we enlarge it? So we
You can enlarge it. I can make you enlarge.
You can.
No, I can make. Let's see.
That's fine though.
You want to make me larger? No, we're sharing the screen. Let's see. This is.
Well, that's fine.
that
That's
better?
fine. That's good.
Oh, there we go.
That's a little
No.
bit better,
There we
yeah.
go.
No.
No, because I'm seeing half of you. If,
All right,
if
we're
I
fine.
if I
This
do
is
it
fine.
if I could do it like this. Let's see. No,
That's
this.
fine. No, that's fine.
No, let's do us together. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
fine.
good.
That's fine. So
Okay, let me
I can't
ask you a
see
few.
Questions.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Um,
Questions.
Questions.
Did
Who's
you
this going to?
notice? Huh?
Mhm.
Both of you, but did you notice? Did you notice that? Did you watch any of Trump's speech on Saturday night? Either one of you?
I watched excerpts because we were at the shower. We
Oh,
watched
you
excerpts.
had a shower. Okay, wait. Let's go back to the shower. Let's
But
talk about the shower.
But I've heard all of it today. But I've heard a lot of it today too.
Some people were
Yeah, we
saying
had-
he didn't have a lot of energy, but I think he is the same age as you, Jen.
What, Trump?
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm
Yeah.
76 right now, but we'll be 77
Yeah,
in August. Is he really? Okay.
I'm pretty sure
Okay.
he is.
think
Yeah.
I think he's.
Wow.
You think he's
It
what?
really irritates me. I mean, it really irritates me how
They gang up
portray.
on him.
Yes,
How they
Yes.
portray him.
and everybody else has done the same thing.
I know. So why?
Everybody's done the same thing, and they haven't touched any of the rest.
Right.
June
And I
don't
14th,
know what-
1946 is his birthday. So
Yeah.
yours is 1946 too,
I-
isn't it?
Yeah, sure. 1946. How about that?
His is June 14th.
Yeah.
Did you
mhm.
say?
It's coming up. It's 2 days from now.
Mm-hmm.
2 days from
I have
now.
to send him
What are you going to send him? How are you going to send him a
birthday
card?
Who knows? I'll have to find some. Well, it's always on the internet. You can find anything on the internet, can't you?
I don't know how you're going to send him a birthday card though.
Rain.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting.
You're
rain.
getting rain.
Mm-hmm.
Is that why it's dark back there
Yes,
Yep.
in the back?
back in the back.
Did you want to do it at 7:00 because you thought you might lose power?
No. I was 7:00. I just said, well, at 7:00 we probably have. They predicted some storms, but it hasn't been too bad. It's just. This is the second time we've had a second shower. The first shower was probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Last night
And this
we
is-
had somebody ran into one of the poles in the middle of the night and the power went off. Yeah, the power went off, and the reason I know it went off is because Zoe came in and jumped up on the bed and said, she needed to use the bathroom all of a sudden. It was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And Tim decided that he didn't want to go to work today because he didn't get to sleep because he was too hot last night. And I'm having a hard time keeping him going until we can get him to the point that he gets to retire. I'm having to push him out. You talk about pushing him out of this door in the morning. I have to push him out the door to get him to go to work because he doesn't want to go.
Well, how many more days does he have? Is it days or months or years?
He's got a few months.
Just a few months. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, he can make it, but that's what I'm saying. He was like, I don't feel like going today because I didn't
And I'm
sleep
not
good
going.
last night, and I'm not going.
Right.
And
Mhm.
he's got plenty of days off, so I mean it's fine. But
He's got a lot of top days. Huh?
yeah, they have decent benefits in that area. But so you had a shower this weekend. It was Stella's. Who was it, Stella?
It was my grandson, my oldest grandson, that is marrying.
So was it for the one that she was
Aaliyah.
marrying? Was it for the
Yes.
girl?
It's a wedding.
Yes,
A
wedding shower.
Yeah,
And so
yeah,
Jen,
wedding
you
shower for both of them.
both of them.
made a ton
I
of
made
stuff.
fudge.
Have you got any left over?
We made.
Have you got any
Yes,
left over?
We got some cheese. We both
Yes.
made it. We both made, and
Yeah.
then Monday night
Corrected.
Yeah,
She corrected that statement.
Monday night we made, and some other. We made. Was it 900
It was 950 some sausage balls.
You know the sausage balls that you with the biscuit.
Oh my
and
God! How many people were at this shower?
Well, we
Well,
planned for
we had-
250.
Yeah, we didn't. Yeah,
We planned for 250
because we
what-
sent out shower invitations 125, but we invited the families of these
families. There are multiple families.
people. So anyway, we had
So everybody got
several-
3.6 sausage balls if they
sausage
wanted
balls.
that
if they
for
were
everybody. Right.
for everybody.
Yeah.
And then
What else did
we-
you have?
we made fudge. We
I
made
want.
5
If you
homemade-
have some, do you have any left over?
Yes,
We don't have any sausage balls. We
I
got
have
some fudge.
sausage balls.
Okay, I need
Yeah,
you to
fudge.
put it up to the camera. I want to see
Well,
what it looks like.
It's kind of like the fudge. It's a new kind, but it's still very delicious.
Yeah, Lynn, my husband made the original homemade
this-
fudge, but we found a
We like-
microwave version.
Yeah, but and it looks kind of dark, but it's very creamy and
Creamy
smooth.
and smooth.
This is just leftover.
Is that too enticing? I can't see it. Put it up. Oh my!
Yeah.
Up a little more. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Looks like. Oh my goodness! That looks good. That does look good.
So good.
Very, very creamy.
Here,
And
I'll-
Stella's
I'll
gonna
hold
eat it in front of you.
Right. Yeah. She
Let's
says
see it,
my-
Stella. Put it in.
You
Put
got
it in your mouth.
got
Let's see it.
And we did small. We did little small.
A little
because-
bite size.
Because shower food, and we had lots of other things too.
If I wasn't live, I would put it all in my mouth at once. I was live.
I can't get
You
fixed.
were trying to be.
You know what happened the other night? She's
Yes.
on my leg.
She's touching you again. She's touching you.
No, it's her. She won't let me get my leg under her leg. The same thing.
She won't let you touch her leg.
Right.
We're trying to get under
She.
this.
What is the deal with that, Stella? What is the
She
deal with that?
started Again.
She started doing it again.
just don't want touch. She won't want touch. I mean, it's not like I'm. Here we go.
Are we together? Okay.
Hey, I want to know about y'all growing up. When you were
Oh.
growing up, I know
I
that was a
didn't
long
know her too
time
much when I
ago.
grew
I
up.
know. I didn't really.
Because
I was a baby. She wanted. We didn't really connect until after we got married.
because she she was my little sister, and that's the way it was, a little sister, and
She pushed me around
and
because
it seemed like she was always putting on makeup and everything. We were out working in the field, and she was helping Mom with the babysitting, and then after she started dating Linwood, I guess but really I think we got closer when she got married. I got married. She got married. Let's see. I got married in 1967, and you got married in when?
in 71.
1971. So anyway, we got closer with that. And then
I got married very young.
Yeah, she was. Yeah.
I mean, I started dating very young.
Uh-huh.
They said.
And you're still dating, and you're very old.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
I'm just playing with you, Stella. Just playing. I'm just playing.
Just play with you, just like I play with you.
I know.
Like just so much.
Well,
No, how young were you when you started dating?
well, I was very mature for my age.
because she said
First of all,
because she
first
had
of all.
all
Because all my
we were
there you
grown
go
up.
with your legs again.
Actually, it's hurting me
Her
right now.
legs. Anyway, see, I had to be older, although I was younger in age, because I had to be older for them.
because we were always telling her how to act.
I had to act this way and I had to do this way
Yeah.
because they were older than me and they didn't want me to act my age.
because
So therefore,
she grew up fast.
I grew up fast. So therefore,
You started dating
I
early.
started.
Your first
I
day. was
really
how
don't
old?
know. I don't know. It was really early because I started dating Linwood, my husband,
When
at
you were
14 and a half.
Holy cow! Holy cow! When did you get
He
married?
was- And he was 21 at the time.
Holy,
And-
that's
college.
And my
he was
children now And my grandchildren, when I tell them the story, they almost have a heart attack because they kind of say, Grandma, Bubby could be put in jail now for that.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking, except you weren't dating the way they dated, were you?
No, but
It was a
but
different
when he
type of
asked
dating.
me,
He
but you
had,
see,
he
when
had
he
specific days to come.
when
He
he
did- oh, okay.
yeah, when he asked me that day for a date, I mean, he had asked me how old I was, and I told a little lie.
Oh
Lord.
my goodness. Oh dear.
I
Oh
told
dear.
him that
16.
I told him I was 16. But then
Well,
after he
that would
asked me,
still, in today's terms, that would still be too old.
Very,
yeah,
very
well,
young.
anyway,
yeah.
I asked him, and I mean, I told him I was 16. And when he asked me after that, I said, well, look, I said, I'm really not 16. I'm only 14 and a half, but I had to get that half in there, you know? And he said, well, no. I said, you don't have to take me out or anything. I said, but he said,
You were a
no.
cheap date. You were a
I had
cheap date.
I asked you out, and if your parents will let you, I will take you out.
So where did
So,
you go?
well, you know, it goes back to
Did you have-
working on the farm.
You went to the barn?
Oh, no,
farm.
working on the farm.
Well, she's good because
I had to work late that night.
in tobacco
Oh,
field, in the tobacco field.
And
Daddy's-
Daddy hadn't really approved it yet.
oh, you didn't
scared
ask him.
him.
You didn't ask him.
I was scared to ask him.
Daddy was a
because Daddy was-
disciplinary guy. Yeah.
So my brother-in-law came to my rescue.
What did he say?
He took my place on the tobacco when I was handing out tobacco. You know?
You had to hand the green from the truck, and the person tied it on the stick. And
Yeah.
that was her
So
job.
finally, I don't know if he asked him, somebody told him that I had a date or something. And then he said, well, it was my mama's responsibility, you know, about me. So then that put me really later. Yeah, I think he was supposed to pick me up at 7. And then I had to go and
Cleaned
get
up and roll
cleaned
her
up
hair
and
and
do my hair and all that kind of stuff. And so finally, and Daddy, so it was about probably close to 8 o'clock before we left. And he had to wait for me all that time. That was embarrassing.
Linwood had to wait on you?
Wait for me to get dressed.
Because she was
Because
full.
he was there at 7.
She was full of gummy tobacco, and I had to,
Understand.
Yeah. But I think we went to a drive-in movie. And we drove back out because I had to be home. He said, Daddy said, well, you better be home by 10 o'clock. So
How much
wasn't-
was the movie?
Oh, I have no idea.
You didn't pay for it,
25
did you?
cents, 50
I didn't
cents.
pay for it.
She doesn't keep her mind on the cost. That's why
And then
she doesn't keep her mind on the cost of things. That's why, I'm here to
That's-
advise her through you. You advise me, and I advise her, and then we go back around.
and that's why you always say, well, Stella, you always have somebody do everything for you. That has stuck in my mind since
because she's the baby.
you talked with me last about
But now
Things-
she can do something I can't do. I cannot sub. I could not handle this children.
so. But anyway, getting back to that,
Linwood.
Linwood, he tried, the age difference, but he kept coming back. So we stayed married for 50 years.
50 years?
50 years we were married when he passed away. Oh, we're away. It's turned black.
No, you're not. You're
Yes,
not.
we are.
Mine is black.
That's okay. I can see you.
Yeah, that's
still-
fine. That's
okay.
fine. That's fine.
Yeah, I
But
can
anyway-
see you and everybody else can.
Okay.
Okay.
So, that's
Well,
the
listen,
university.
how old were you when you got married?
I graduated.
18?
I graduated the first week in June and got married on the 26th of June.
Really?
You
Mhm.
Timmy?
Say that again.
Graduated the first week in June.
First
I
week.
don't remember the date, but we got married on the 26th of June,
Okay, it was a couple of weeks.
1971.
That's the year Trent was for Christmas. I was pregnant with in your wedding
Mm-hmm.
with Chris.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Huh. Well,
Yeah.
Timmy and I are approaching 20 years of
Oh,
marriage,
really?
and
Oh.
our anniversary is on the 21st.
Is it?
This-
Oh,
Mhm.
Of June? Of
Yeah.
June.
Mhm. So we're approaching 20 years, and the thing about it is, he has all this time off. We're not going anywhere. We're not doing anything. He's not even taking the day off. It's a Wednesday.
uh-huh.
Well,
But you're not doing the weekend or anything.
but you'll do the weekend.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, we'll probably go out on Wednesday night. We'll probably go
Yeah,
out, but the guy that works with him had already taken that time off, and Tim. So let me ask you, what are we supposed to get each other on the 20th year anniversary? Do you know?
Oh my.
I have no idea because just so Linwood got me like something with a diamond in it, I was happy.
Did you see something with the diamond in it? Did
She
you
had
hear
it.
that?
Yeah, what is that?
Diamond.
I don't know.
Oh, no, no.
Whatever
You're
it was.
playing with the you're playing with the
Tinfoil.
the
Okay, sorry.
tin.
Sorry.
Tinfoil.
I was trying to
I
cover
said-
it up.
I said I never kept up with that. Just so he got me something with a diamond was in it.
Yeah,
I
diamond
heard
was-
that part, because that's why you're called Diamond and she's Silk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
how about that? Close
so
together. Anniversaries.
the 20th. If I was you, I'd settle for a diamond of some kind.
A diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
For 20 years. I mean, that should mean like for our 10th anniversary, he gave me
you remember what he got you for your 10th anniversary?
yes, because I would wear it.
Oh,
He gave me this ring with
Four.
this one right here.
It's got 4 diamonds in
Uh-huh.
it. Yeah.
It's got 4 diamonds in it, and they're a third apiece. So now that's the only thing I really remember
Uh-huh.
that he gave me.
Uh-huh.
So
well, that's nice. That's
I think
very
that would be
nice.
nice.
and you could get one with you said 20. How would you divide that
4
up?
times 5.
Yep,
5 times 4 or 4 times 5.
4 times 5 is 20.
If it's 4, you have to get your whichever would be the largest diamond. We say 4 times 5.
Yeah,
5 times 4.
but I always
Well,
get
maybe-
large.
Maybe he should get me a wedding band, because I
Yeah.
lost
Yeah,
my wedding band.
You
I lost
lost
a
it,
wedding
yeah.
band.
Oh, Eugenia.
I lost
Yeah.
mine. I lost mine because I had a small band to go with the diamond.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah,
I
I got
lost mine. I think down the drain at Mama's, because
Oh.
of the days we were working,
Mhm.
so either out in the field or so anyway.
Mine was outside. I don't even know what happened. I don't even remember. I just know it happened, and I looked
Yeah.
and looked and looked. I went and got a metal detector, and I still couldn't
Uh-huh.
find it.
Oh, really? Oh.
Oh, that would make me really
So
sick.
then I went and got a wider band. That was kind of fashionable with the wide band. I think you're
Oh,
with me. I
mhm.
think you're with me.
Yep. Oh, I've got a great story about a ring that I had.
Uh-huh.
What is that?
Did I tell you? Have I
Yeah,
got
you-
time?
Maybe you
Yes,
could,
we got plenty of time.
a quick version.
A quick version.
This is just
This
happened.
happened. Linwood died in September of 21. That Christmas,
Following Christmas.
I really wasn't in the mood of doing Christmas, cooking Christmas
Yeah.
and all that stuff, but I did it anyway. So we gathered
So,
some Christmas.
so doing Christmas means that you were cooking for your family.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, yes.
you know.
Sorry about that.
I was cooking Christmas Eve because we always get the grandchildren, and we all celebrate Christmas Eve.
And gifts.
Gifts, open our gifts. And everything. So we were doing it for in the early afternoon. So I had cooked everything, and we got together and we opened our presents. No, first of all, we ate and we opened our presents, and you know how all that paper and everything. So we had about 2 or 3 large bags of trash,
Mm,
including from our meal and everything.
yeah.
And everybody was helping me get everything packed away,
The food.
the
and everything.
food and everything. And we washed our dishes and all that kind of stuff. Well, I was getting ready to go to bed, and I said, "Oh, let me go get my ring." And of course, it was a diamond ring. It was one of the last rings he gave me. And I knew I had put it in a red Solo cup up on my counter. So I went to get it. No Solo cup.
Somebody put it in the trash.
I said, that's okay. I know it's in there. It's got to be in the bag. You know, Solo cup. No. So I kind of hastily went through, and the Solo cup's on the top. No ring. So I went to bed. I said, I'll go through it in the morning. Well, I went through all the bags in the morning. No ring. I went through everything. Well, then I called for help.
Who did you call help? Who
I was somewhere else.
You were working, but my sister that lives next door,
Shirley.
she came
Shirley.
over. We went through every bag, and
Again.
we mashed every piece of food that was in there. It's
you
not a
mashed
very-
food?
Yeah, you should
Well,
try
it
to
was
find it.
It
It was
a-
food and paper,
and-
everything.
and
so
3
that-
bags of it.
Yeah, so that was the second time we went through it. Then I called for more help.
That was
That was-
Jen.
No, I don't think she got in.
I didn't get in on this.
She didn't get in on it.
Thankfully.
That was my niece and her husband. She said, Aunt Stella, it's got to be in here because, you know, it couldn't be anywhere else.
because the cup was thrown away.
Yeah, so we mashed and nothing. We were just so sick of seeing used food and everything. So it was just like an assembly line, just went through everything and just didn't find it. We just did not find it. And by that time, we didn't know. We just exhausted everything, and it was like, okay, it's either
So why are you not praying at this point?
Keep going. You're
it's
stopping.
just like we didn't know what to do with it. So as bad as we hated
to give up.
to give up, we had been through it so many times that we just had to.
Just say it's gone.
It's gone, and you just might as well
Let it go.
cry your heart out and forget about it.
So hurry up now.
So I said, "Wow, I was upset about Linwood." And just,
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
So we loaded it,
The trash and carried to the dump.
carried it to the dog. Well, in the meantime, my sister next door was over, and I was just trying to get my refrigerator cleaned out. And I had corn and all that stuff left over, and I give her my corn and chicken that I didn't cook, and she took it over, and she had another meal out of that night. And here I was still upset. And Jessica, I had to go, and I went to the movie with, I believe it was one of them, Parker, my grandson, took him to the movie, and that my sister had already cooked her meal with
She warmed
chicken.
over the corn.
She had warmed it a couple of times.
She warmed over the corn,
And
but
this
then
last
she
time-
decided not to throw it away.
because she was going to do corn the next day.
Corn fritters.
Mhm. So down south we make corn
Fritters.
fritters. So I was at a movie, and I kept getting a call from her, and she said, "Well, Stella, how about come by when you get out of the movie?" I said, "Okay." Then I got another call. How about, please, are you on your way? Please hurry up and come by. I said, was my house on fire or something? Something. You know. So anyway, I finally got to her house. I came in. She said, I have cooked these corn fritters. Please eat one. I said, I told you I didn't want anything. She says, well, please, I saved some for you. I said, well, I'll try one corn fritter. Well, she put that corn fritter in my plate. I go to cut it to eat it. And there was my ring.
Your diamond ring.
Was in the corn fritter.
I can see your head.
How
She said,
how in the world
she said,
Did
that-
she know? Did she
No.
know when she put that specific one on your
Yeah, because
plate?
because when she fried the last corn fritter, which they were going to just throw the corn out because it was just a small amount, her daughter and son said, no, Mama, just go ahead and just fix us that last one
in a corn fritter?
in a corn fritter. And don't throw the corn away, because she was just going to throw it out in her yard,
In the woods.
Well, if it hadn't been for them wanting that last corn fritter,
You wouldn't have had
the-
your ring.
I would not have had my ring.
Do you
and they
wear
were
it
just-
now? Have you got it on?
Oh yeah. And I said,
Let's
at
see that
least-
ring.
at least on my finger or off my finger. Can you see it? there?
Off the finger, so you put it up
Off.
to the
So you
camera.
put it up close, up high. Say when.
Can
Closer,
you see it?
closer, closer. Up. Yes. Oh my goodness, that's a big old diamond. Is it
Mhm.
real?
Oh yeah. Hey, look.
It's
I
beautiful.
told everybody that at least we knew it was real because it had been cooked. I cooked it in the corn because I must have put water in that cup and dumped it in
You know,
there.
sometimes you add water to something, and she had reached for it because it's hectic probably. Everybody
Yeah.
talking around this, that, and the other.
And
So
it
she
slipped into your corn.
she
Yeah,
added
it
that
was
to-
cooked in the corn that I had. Then she reheated it and reheated it again.
Oh my goodness.
So I said, well, Linwood did really good on that one, because if it hadn't been real, it would have
melted.
melted or whatever it would do.
That was such a shock. I mean,
So everybody said
That was-
Linwood was
Looking over your ring.
me, yeah, because he was always telling me that I was very wasteful. And that if I
Mm-mm.
had been if Shirley had been wasteful, she would have thrown that corn out,
away.
and I wouldn't have had my ring. So that was my little,
Ring story.
yeah,
I think that's just a miracle.
a
Yeah,
miracle.
That's what we all thought. We thought, wow, that is, yeah.
Um,
So,
did you know that
Yeah.
Trump was in Greensboro this weekend?
Was it Greensboro?
Yes, ma'am, but I didn't go. I didn't go. This,
What, was it nearby
Well,
you?
that's-
Or,
but yeah, but I mean, it was sold out. It was sold out.
well, why didn't he
So-
go?
Why didn't I go?
No. Why did he go to
Because
Greensboro?
the Republicans had their convention here in
Okay.
Greensboro.
Uh-huh.
okay.
And DeSantis was here on Friday night. Pence was here, I guess, Saturday morning, I guess, sometime. We didn't see any of them. And then Trump was here Saturday night. And did you happen to hear that Mr. Tom Tillis got censored?
No.
Oh, wow.
Because he's a terrible, terrible Republican.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Well, now, what,
He
what
voted.
You,
He voted because he's gone to Washington and lost his principles. I don't know that he had any before he got there, but
uh-huh.
anyhow.
Oh, my
So-
goodness. So,
But I think if you want to know what I think about it, I think Laura Trump had said that she was going to run for Senate here. And so
Yeah.
I don't know if she actually is. I don't know if that's still a possibility that they're trying to look at that. I'm not sure.
uh-huh.
So, but a lot of people were there, and because so many people were there, they actually did censor him. So I'm
Well,
glad.
tell me what that you're meaning by censoring. He couldn't speak.
No, no,
Or
no. I guess it was like a rebuke,
okay,
because he
okay.
was like, because he was not upholding the principles of what the party represents. He was voting,
Well, I'm glad
too
they. I'm
much.
glad they. Yes, I'm glad they were bold enough to do it.
I
He
am
deserved it.
too.
He deserved it, man. I mean, because
He
like,
voted for this debt ceiling increase. You know that.
yeah, well, there's
Which
a lot of people voted that I was surprised that they would vote for it. But they say that they voted for it, but there's supposed to be something good in it to counteract that. I don't know.
yeah, supposed to be. We'll see about that. I don't think so. But I mean,
Well,
it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, how was his speech, Trump?
I listened to a little bit of it, but not much. But that was after he was indicted with for
This all
nothing,
happened. Yes,
basically. But
right. Let's see. They indicted him. Was it Friday? And also they
yes,
turned.
right.
And also they did that to try to offset everybody by because also the Comer fella they got the paper from the DOJ.
Attorney.
Yeah, Phil Ray. Is it Phil Ray? He finally turned
Oh.
over the document, and it showed that Biden was 5 million, and the Hunter was 5 million, 10 million.
You mean getting money through
gotten.
Ukraine? Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Ukraine and China. So they issued both of like the
Well-
Dems issued the indictment that was in the news, and then the Republicans was telling about the this other thing.
Well-
But they were hoping the Dems were hoping everybody would be focusing on the indictment rather than Biden.
well, of course they are, though.
Well, I just want to know
I know the
how,
news media.
how can they indict him for that and not done
Do anything about Hillary Clinton?
Hillary
Hillary
Clinton
and
and
Hunter and Biden.
Biden and all that? How does that work? Just if somebody would just explain that.
You would think that.
Well, I can't explain it. It's
You think
unexplainable.
the normal person voter you think they would
They could see
they
that.
could see that, and I hope they are.
Maybe,
I hope they
yeah,
do.
maybe they are. Maybe they are.
But
I just hope. I mean, I just hope and pray. I mean, this backfires on them.
because I'm really worried about our country.
Well, why
Being-
don't
And I
you
still
talk
think-
about that a little bit, Jen?
There's so many spies. Now, did you hear about today? Cuba, they got a place where they've set up
The Chinese have a spy in
right in Cuba. That's
Cuba.
at our back door. And the first his administration said it wasn't reliable, what news, and just like the balloon, they.
Ridiculous. Well, look, the whole thing about the balloon was ridiculous because it went all the way from Canada, from the the West, all the way through the country, and then gets blown up over the Atlantic Ocean. Well, they got all the information that they needed. They didn't need any more information.
And it was it looked like it was just a pattern. It wasn't just floating.
Yeah.
It was a pattern.
particular.
Well, I mean,
flag.
it came right over North Carolina where all the military bases are.
Yeah,
I mean,
there we
very
are, there
close
we
to
are.
the.
And
There we go. I got to see you again.
Yeah, no, we're
I'm
back on
so
the
glad
air
to talk to you.
Yeah, but you know what it is? Biden is letting it happen, and his administration is too, because they're being paid $10 million. They've got already
They were already being paid, but yeah, that's.
But Trump was a procure. What was it? Procure? What is it? Proco? What is it?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Because like if you they call it pro quid.
Pro quid.
What is that?
Pro quid pro or something. I can't
Something
remember.
like that. Yeah, that is like your
Quid pro.
your quid pro quo.
Quid
Like
pro
you
quo.
accepted a bribe. You
Quid
accepted a
pro-
bribe and
yeah.
quid pro.
Yeah, he got paid. He got paid to look over
Yeah.
certain things and do certain
And that
things,
is, and that
and
is,
yet they're not saying, or I mean, that's because the news media is not putting any. They don't care because it's
they don't
their
they don't
guy.
make that known.
It's their guy that's in office, so they're not going to do any. Which
Yeah.
that's not helping anybody in America. Of course, I think most
No.
Americans are getting. They know that this is going on. I mean, I think that's why you see in the polls that Trump is leading against Biden.
Well, it's
But
just like Trump said, they're trying to indict or put in jail a
the
adversary.
political opponent,
Yeah,
his
yeah,
political
political
opponent.
opponent. Exactly. It's just, and that is just like these third world countries where the government is in control of everything. You don't have a say so in nothing, and then if they don't like what you're saying, they can put you in jail, and they can make it. Well, see, all these people get together, and what source do you have to defend yourself with? Because everybody's on the take or something.
Right.
And did you see where today, where the son, what was his name? Soros' son is now taking over, and he'll even worse than the dad. And he'll, hire all these. What do you call them?
I don't know.
Attorney
know what-
general.
The DAs, the district attorneys.
The woke DAs. Yeah. And give ever so much money to these
Well,
people.
they don't have to see. The thing about it is, is that her phone?
It was her
or
phone.
is
It was her phone. It was her phone ding.
Who's dinging you, Stella? Is it your old boyfriend?
One of them?
I have so many.
Stella,
They just
let's
ding
have
it.
have a little fun here, because I
Okay.
know that that Jen she was appalled at some of your stunts and stuff. But what did you think? What did you think, Jen, whenever she went on the dating app, the online dating app? What did you think?
I thought she'd lost her mind. Yeah.
How is she supposed to meet somebody? How is she supposed to meet somebody if she's in Washington, North Carolina? It's not like it's a big city.
Well, I
She's
thought
not-
maybe.
Did you think she was going to find us?
You can't trust those people online. No telling what you'll get a hold of. You might get some pervert or
true.
something. And I thought maybe she would first, since she was married to a minister, a preacher, that she might check out all the churches first.
Oh, a better idea. She thought you would go dating but wait a second.
Yeah.
There's probably
That's-
not that many ministers that are not already
they're-
married.
They're already married.
But she might meet a Christian man in the service, in the auditorium.
Where am I going to go? There's
You
nobody.
might see somebody at Terracea, because there are a lot of single men down there,
There's.
the widowers.
Oh gosh. Maybe I don't want another minister. Have you ever thought about that?
Oh,
Now listen to that. Listen at that.
but
How
she
about that?
doesn't want to get married. She doesn't want to get married, right, Stella?
No.
You're
She
not
just wants someone to
interested
go out and eat with.
I mean,
Okay, so
it
we need
may-
to find Stella. We need to
It may
find
come.
Stella. Huh?
it may
It may-
come. It could come, but I'm not searching for that. I just want a nice gentleman.
Companion.
You
To
want to
take a
just
day
have
trip
somebody?
with, or to go out to eat with.
to
Fill
go
out
out
her
this
and
bill
day-
for the weekend.
Wait a second. Where are we going to go day tripping? To Raleigh? I mean, where are we going to go
Go
to?
to the beach, or maybe
Oh,
shopping.
down to the beach.
to the
or,
beach, or
yeah,
shopping.
just-
Go out and drive down to the beach at Moorhead and have an evening meal, and then come back. And I probably
How
could go
long
along
is-
with her too, because I do it.
You are not going with her. You're not going with her, Jen. You are not going with her on her date.
She's reminiscing about her brother-in-law.
Her-
Her,
her-
his brother-in-law.
her brother, Lynn, would always ask me to go along.
He always liked two women. They
Oh,
have
my
two
goodness.
women.
It was
Oh,
a
One on
group.
either arm.
It was a group. That was all.
Well,
But
did
you know,
Mike not
anyway.
go? Jen, did Mike
No,
not go?
no.
Mike is such a mechanical person. He doesn't find any fun in that. He finds fun being in the shop. You know, he's retired, and this is what he does: the shop. And one of my sons is single, and so you know he stays in there, and they all work together on cars, and they have their own
That's what they're
clientele that come up, you know, and they work this, and they were on a fishing trip this past week. So
Did they where did they go fishing?
Ocracoke, went Ocracoke, and
And when they
they-
were at
they-
Oak,
for
when they
a
were,
week.
did they catch a lot of fish or not?
I thought they did, but they didn't see anything. Trent caught right, you know, what happened, their boats were not big enough to go out into the ocean.
Oh yeah.
So they chartered a boat, and they caught a whole pile of those yellow,
Bluefin?
wahoo
Wahoo.
or bluefin. Yeah. They're real pretty.
Well, let me ask you. So, do you know how to cook those fish?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
So, what are
they-
you going
they
to do with them?
it.
What do you do with them after you
They
catch them?
they kept them on ice and brought them home. Well, actually, the ones on the charter, they do all of that and just put it in ice. And then Saturday morning they got out here and what do you call it?
Deboned it?
They're filleted, and then they put them in those airtight what do you call sealed bags? What do you call that?
Sealed bag.
They put them in the
Sealed
bag and
Sealed
they
them.
take the air out of it.
Oh yeah.
You know, and then they freeze it.
So, who's going to cook it? Are you not going to cook it?
No, Chris will probably cook it if he, you know, they cook
They
it,
grill them
it.
and
He's
all
got
that kind
a
of stuff.
little fry. He's got a fryer and all that stuff in his shop at his house. But I don't do fish. I don't
She
Really?
don't cook fish.
Uh-uh,
Mm.
uh-uh.
Of
Uh-uh.
everything
I love-
that you do.
I love shrimp,
She don't cook fish in her
but I don't
house.
cook it. I don't cook it in my
Nothing.
house. It's so smelly.
Oh yeah.
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 It's hard to get the smell. I mean, it's bad enough just cooking. Like today, I had
Now, how do we get the fish?
today I
Trying to tell me about me.
Well, because she was going down there, and then she started talking about Mike. But
About
I was just
fish.
curious. We'll
About what
get you a
Mike's
man,
doing.
Stella. We'll get you a man. We'll find somebody. Somebody is
I
out
was-
there.
it can't be somebody.
Okay,
there's a
well,
lot of
listen.
somebody.
You got okay. Look, we need to narrow this down. You say you want a gentle man.
Mhm.
Does it matter what he looks like?
Oh yes.
Okay, you
Oh,
got
she prefers khakis. He must wear khakis.
We can't come up with just any kind of man.
Okay, tell us what
He's
you
gotta be-
need. What's the
He's got to be
criteria?
pleasing. He's got to be pleasing to the eye, if you know what I mean.
and knows
Well,
when to dress properly. Khakis when he's going out
He's,
shopping.
he
or
got to know how to
moving,
dress,
has to khakis and
and
nice
that
shirt.
comes with a gentleman. Knowing how to dress, knowing how to act.
Oh my!
So let me ask you a
And
question,
you-
Jen.
you-
Let me
I don't
ask
think she'll ever
Jen a
find one like
question.
that.
Jen, is Mike a gentleman? Is he a gentleman?
Well,
Uh-oh.
I'll
We'll
say
get you on
he's a
record.
gentleman. I mean, he's a gentleman, right and wrong. He's in his own way, but it's not like her. She wants someone to look the part. Mike has good
Okay.
morals, but he doesn't open the door for you, and he doesn't. He has a husky
Okay,
voice.
so well, he's a
But
man. He's a man, though. He's a man. You
He looks after everything, and if I ask him to do something, most of the time, if he doesn't mind mowing the yard. But now, if you ask him how to fix this watch or how to fix any little thing, I mean, he's right on it most of the time. But if it's in the yard, he doesn't really do anything except mowing the yard. I got to plant the
what
flowers.
else do
and
you
things
want?
like that.
What else do you want him to do? That he's not planting flowers is what you don't want him to do, and he's not doing.
Well, he doesn't know how to be sociable. You know Mike, how he talks. He's not,
Yes, you've been around.
You've
him.
been around. You know how he is. He's
I
not-
know how he is, but people
is
out
not
there
a-
don't know.
Oh, that's right.
Well, you explain it.
Yeah.
You explain it.
only way I've always explained is if you ask him what time it is, he'll tell you all the parts of the watch.
Right.
He's just totally engineering, mechanical minded, and how things work. And he doesn't really act like he can comprehend and put two and two together like a
He
social
can.
event.
He's just an engineer is what he is. But anyhow, so Stella, you don't want necessarily a preacher this time.
You would like have some Christian morals,
Christian, yeah,
go to
yeah.
church and stuff like that.
Church and
But
stuff
you
like
don't
that.
have to have a preacher is what you're saying.
No.
But he
But
does
he has
have
to
to
be
be
godly.
he has to
It
what?
has to be godly, you know.
Have some
No
morals
God.
about him.
Right.
Well, how in the
And
world
after
do you
some-
how do you anticipate getting a godly man online?
I have no
Is
idea.
that-
That's exactly what I'm trying to tell her.
Well, but I
I
mean,
haven't. I
But
mean,
the
I
guy
know
that
prove
you-
us wrong.
let's go back to that guy that you went out on a date with. He never professed to be godly, did he?
I don't think he was godly at all.
I mean, like I say, you know,
You
I
don't
mind.
have to get
I mean,
into details, but
people like to drink. I mean, if they drink, I mean, if I go out with them and they drink, I mean, it's not gonna. That's not going to be a deal breaker. But I'm not drinking with them. You understand? I mean, that's not me.
yeah. Oh, did this guy drink or something? Well, you don't
What
need to
now?
be I said you don't need to be going with this guy if he's drinking, because if he's
Right.
drinking and driving, you'll be in the
Right.
car.
I mean, you know, that's what I'm saying. A social drink. You know, social drink.
Hmm.
I'm just
But-
not into all that.
But
But I
you
mean-
want somebody that will go out to eat with you. Do you want
You
him to
just have
hold your
a
hand?
fun. Oh yes.
You want him to hold your hand?
Oh
Y'all
yeah.
froze. Y'all
I
froze.
just put my hair looking right.
Yeah. You're not supposed to fix your hair. Oh yeah, you know, hold your hand, put your arm around, you know.
But listen,
That
and
should
he
be
wants.
done the first day. That should not be done the first day. You got to get
It
to know the
is.
person. You got to get to know
Oh,
the
there
person before
she
you start putting your
goes.
arm around
There
them
she
and stuff
starts.
like that.
She's
I
starting.
mean, how do you?
She's
What is she starting doing? What is she
Well, she
doing?
said-
You know,
she
she's
says,
trying to
I
say.
don't mind putting my hand around
I
my
don't.
arm and holding my. Who wants to? I mean, I don't have that connection to hold somebody you just met for the first time holding my hand.
That does not bother me.
I want to know. I mean, that's a sign of affection. You know, you want to grow affection.
Grow.
I mean,
Mhm.
my first lady, that can
So
get.
what? Okay, Jen. Okay, wait a second, Jen. So you're
Hmm.
saying she cannot hold hands? She cannot have. He cannot put his arms around her. Nothing like that. Can he have a kiss at the end of the night?
Not that first date.
Okay. All right.
And
So
and
are you
also,
gonna?
you want to develop a couple of you want to develop a little bit before you go into that.
Look,
you know, because
you know,
like,
he could kiss
I don't
me.
mind
You know,
like doing like
hands
this
is,
and guiding
kiss
them.
you. Yeah, he could kiss you. He could kiss on your cheek. He could kiss on your forehead. He could, you know, anything like that. He doesn't have to kiss you on your lip.
Kiss your hand?
I mean, he could kiss on your forehead or anywhere like that. But, I mean, it doesn't. That's not offensive to me.
Okay.
As I was telling you earlier, I
Yeah.
told you all the other things. But I mean, I mean, holding hands walking down the street.
But if before I want to do that, I would want to have a little feelings for him.
Oh no!
I mean, that's like telling somebody you love them. I mean, you don't mean it, love. You know,
She's not going to tell him she loves him on the first date.
Oh,
I don't think.
hope
Are you,
not.
Stella?
no!
yeah, but still, holding
No.
hands to me, holding hands is kind of like it's making a statement, and like you're.
That's not true.
Well,
Yes,
wait
it
a
is.
second. Let me ask you a question, Jen, since we're on this. So you have a granddaughter, right?
I do, yes.
So have you been giving her this advice that she should not let boys hold her hand unless she knows them a little bit before
A
she's
little bit better. Yeah. Well, see,
Have you
it's a little
told
bit
her
different.
this?
not in so many words, but at the same time, I let her mom tell her that because her mom is my daughter-in-law, so
Mhm.
I feel like that,
But
that,
they don't do
that
that.
they can take.
They do not do that.
They probably don't. I mean, I'm just saying my feelings.
So this is my feeling.
Well,
And I mean,
But you're more protective of your sister than you are your grandchild?
well, no, what I'm saying is, I don't feel. I would feel differently that I could give her more of these feet. And I say a few things, but you don't want to make them run the other way. But I'm saying,
so she don't hear about me
her
running
her mom had, rather strict, and they grew up.
Really?
Yeah, I think they are.
They really strict.
I mean, I think her mom is, but I don't think she is as much as she was because they're older. But you don't feel at liberty to say a whole lot when it's your daughter-in-law and they're, and the
So
husband.
you don't want to butt in. You don't want to butt into
No,
how
I
they
don't
raise
want to
their
overstep
child.
my boundary. Yeah, because we have a good relationship.
But-
I don't want.
But don't you feel like you have a responsibility as the grandmother to impart wisdom to your grandchild as far as, I mean, that is
yes,
that is what happened in Proverbs.
yeah, and
And I mean, I don't know that it was his grandfather; it was his father. It was his
they've
father,
also-
Solomon's
they've
dad.
also got they've also got the grandmother on Nicole. Nicole's mom is out there too.
Well, it's kind of different with
Oh, being
it's
the
different.
being the
If you've
husband, your son,
Yeah.
as opposed
Yeah,
to your
that's what I'm saying.
daughter.
If you've got a daughter,
you can.
it's just like with me, with my daughter,
She can be more frank. I'll put it that way. More frank with.
with my granddaughter, it's my daughter's. I can say to my daughter, maybe you need to tell her this and this and this.
Yeah.
I'm more freer to do that than she is to her
I
daughter.
understand. I do understand that.
There-
I do
there-
understand that, Jim.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
understand that.
But with
So-
me, I am 70 years old. Remember,
But
I know
still,
you're 70 years
some
old.
people- yeah, but
And-
some people get caught up. They're just like on Clyde 9, and they just kind of throw everything out the way. They're just
because I mean, I'm just like
older
this.
people do that.
No, well, this other person that we have spoken to about earlier,
Yes.
I mean, I saw the signs. You know what I mean? Nobody had to tell me.
And you knew how to handle it too, right? You told him
And
to
I
hit
did.
the road, Jack, and you didn't
Yeah.
go
Yeah,
out
hit
with
the road,
it
Jack.
anymore.
Don't you
Right,
come back?
don't
no
come
more,
back,
no
so.
more.
So
we didn't
listen,
hear from-
Stella, have
Yes.
you had any more dates other than this guy that came from Wilson?
Rocky Mount. Thank you.
Oh, he came
It was
from
from
Rocky
Rocky
Mount.
Mount.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Well, sorta.
Yeah, you had one from
Yeah.
Deep Run.
Yeah, yeah.
You had one more recently. Don't say that. Oh, we don't say where they're from, do we? Well, you just said Rocky Mount.
But she's over him. She's over him. She's
So I mean, I've had some, and it was okay. They were okay.
Well, let me ask you this question. Are you going to go
Mhm.
back out? So you're open to other people if they want to come and have a date with you, correct?
Oh yes, I would love it because I'm really
Okay.
fun to be with.
Of course
really
you
am.
are. Of course you are.
Really?
There's no doubt. Why is she laughing? Why is she laughing at you?
Says that she's fun to be with.
And she
She
said,
is.
As long as you're doing what she asked you to do. Just messing. She is fun because like we've been on a lot
She's-
of trips together with Linwood. Linwood was always fun.
Where did you all go? Where did you go with
"Oh
on
no,
trip?
it's just,
With Linwood,
it was just,
we would go
just
to Hilton Head. We went to always. He loved to go shopping. We'd go shopping, Greenville, Raleigh.
he would just take care of us. He would do.
He was our driver, and he would help us.
Anyway,
So anyway, that was fun.
So,
It was
but
just
you can't.
fun to
But
see.
wait a second. You can't replace Linwood, and Linwood is.
oh
a
no,
gem.
I was just saying what we could do, and I would
So-
never, ever, ever, ever try to compare him to anybody. So I
because
want to
he
get that
was,
clear.
I mean, you were married
whoever.
to him for 50 years from the time you were 14 and a half. You
Well,
never
actually,
knew.
I was actually with him for 54 years because we dated 4 years
Holy
until
cow, you
I
dated
got
4 years.
until I got out of high school because
You were 18 and a half when you,
I knew that if
Got married, you had to sign your own license.
yeah, I mean, because that would be a no. Daddy would really, really, really not approve of that. I
right.
had to get out of high school.
What is that noise?
So
Oh, it was just that.
She-
It's very sensitive. It was my
Yeah.
ring. I was
she was just hitting on the
patting
back,
on the back
of
of
my
her
chair.
chair.
Oh,
So anyway, I would never do that to anybody. So,
right. But
or
we've got
whoever
to
was
find you.
listening, or
We've
maybe
got to
listening.
find you a boyfriend, somebody to go out
No,
and
just a
you want to go
friend.
to the movies.
Oh, I love movies.
Okay, so there's a difference. You just want a companion, somebody to go out to eat with.
Yeah,
and
we
to go
could
to the
see
movies
what
with.
it, and we could.
But
see
you're not
what
going to
might
limit it. You're not going to limit it. If it happens, right?
True. I mean, I'm not going to find somebody to marry. You know what I mean? That's not
I
my
do.
mission.
Your mission is to have somebody to go out to eat with.
And to have fun with, just go different places. That
Do you
kind of
want him?
stuff.
Does he have to open the door for you?
I think that goes under
That'd be
the
admirable.
gentleman. I mean, I think that would be,
That's how he gets to your heart, right?
yeah. But not
Being-
necessarily to get to my heart and then stop. Whatever he starts,
You gotta
he has
keep
to
up.
keep
I
it
don't-
up.
Okay. I was like, well, I'm not sure where this is going.
What now?
She's tough and she's really picky.
It's not really picky. I just, I like for them to be tall though.
You would like.
Tim's
Well,
a
Tim's
Tim's a good
tall.
height.
I like to be tall.
Tim is.
See, I like.
How
But
tall-
Linwood
like to-
was not. Wait a second. Linwood was not
It was
tall.
not tall. No,
It
that's
was
what I'm
not.
saying. And he
But,
didn't have any hair either.
well, I mean, it's going to be hard to get. I mean, Jen's lucky that Mike does have some hair. If she
Right,
likes.
but I would like.
his
I mean,
hair.
it's not any.
I'm the one with the thin hair.
I mean, it's not that I would hold that against them, but I would like to see how it felt to look up into a guy, look up to someone.
You didn't look down to Linwood.
Oh no, he was tall. He was a little bit taller than me,
Yeah,
but
but not much.
mm-mm.
But he did everything in the world for you. I don't know how you're, seriously, I don't know how you're going to be able to look. I don't know. It's going to be difficult for you to find somebody. But honestly, I think we can
If
find
they have a wonderful
somebody.
personality. The personality
Right.
is the key.
I have asked Tim exactly why he was attracted to me, and I think it is probably my personality. I think that's probably what it is. Because, but Timmy is old. He's old. He's older than I am, way older. So you're wanting somebody younger than you.
No. I mean, like 65.
Oh,
to
okay. So that's
72.
reasonable. That's reasonable.
65 to 72.
Okay. Whoa.
See, Linwood was Genevieve's age.
Yeah.
He was 6
So,
years older than me.
Right.
I would like to close-in the gap.
Wow.
What? And
You hear
oh
that
my
thunder?
goodness, is that the thunder?
That was thunder. How about that?
So I mean, I don't think that's too far.
No.
Because I was reading today that it seems like it's a trend now for younger men are
Well,
attracted
but
to
this
older women.
You know why, don't you?
Because they
you know
think
what
the younger men are thinking that the older women are going to take care of them. Now, I don't want to be anybody's mama.
No. They think you have some money.
Oh, no,
Right.
no. I'm not going to be
What do you
a younger man's, younger man's, no, no,
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm.
no, not that way.
Well,
But anyway,
you know, me now. If it happened, it probably happened. It's okay. But me, I would be.
But you're married. We can't talk about
I
you,
would, yeah,
Jen.
I would rather. Yeah, but I would rather if it was me. And I feel like if something happened to Mike, I'd still want someone either my age or a year older. I don't want
Is
anybody
Mike
younger
older
than me.
than you?
He's a year older. He's 70. He's 78.
8.
He turned 78 in April, and I'll be 70.
but you know, her mind's different than mine.
Exactly.
Exactly.
She's not. She's not.
Y'all are
my
totally
mind is-
different. Y'all are totally different, and I don't even
Right.
know how to explain that on some
I
things.
am. I don't know. I don't care about somebody.
You know
looking
what?
after
Can I-
me. I want.
can I-
want
Can I
just
say
to
something?
do
I
my
think
thing.
I did not even know. I did not even know, Stella, that you were a. I've never knew that you were a cook. That you cooked. I never knew that.
You wouldn't have
I
thought
knew
she
Tim-
could.
Huh?
You wouldn't have thought that she could.
No,
Me,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I didn't know. I didn't know because
Mhm.
the only time that I've been there is when when you come over to eat at Jen's, do you fix stuff and bring it to
No.
No, she doesn't.
I don't fix stuff much. Listen, Tim said, Michelle, you are going to have, he likes, I make potatoes and cabbage together,
Yeah,
fried
I thought
together
that was
in the pan.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And
There we go.
what about it? What do you mean?
would-
There you go.
Our screen went black,
black
again, but we
again.
still hear you, so it's okay.
You can still see us.
Yeah.
I can see you. I don't know
Yeah.
why you can't see me. But
Well,
anyhow,
we want it.
I'm not usually the one that cooks at my house. Tim is usually the one that cooks. He is the professional cook.
Oh, really?
And
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
he's really good. Now we'll do the vegetables and throw them in the oven and do that sometimes. And I can do that. And of course I can cut up the vegetables. There it goes again.
He made banana pudding. I think. Did you make a banana pudding recently?
No, that was a friend of ours. We went to their house and they gave us some to take home. No, Tim didn't make that. No, as far as baking is concerned, I can do it. I just don't do it. I
You just
can
don't want
do it. Right. It's not one of my passions. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Well, you see, that's another thing. When they were trying to tell Linwood all the negative things about me,
Who was doing that? Who did that, Stella?
they did.
Her sisters.
Your
and her mom,
sisters?
and frankly, her mom too, because she told Lynn when she was worried about
Oh,
Lynn
even
marrying
then-
her, and she couldn't do anything. And she couldn't
They
do
told
Oh!
him.
So it was. I was not. That was the perception. So, but you can cook, Stella,
Right.
right?
She can. Yeah, she's a very
And,
good
and
cook.
Linwood told him that, he used to tell me, he said, they always said you couldn't cook. He said, but you can really cook, Stella.
You know, yeah, she can cook. But we all didn't know how it was going to.
And they were just worried that
He wouldn't be able
wouldn't
to
have any
eat.
food. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Right.
it's important. It's an important part. I mean, that's for
But-
sure.
but I chose a lot of times not to cook
Yeah, I choose
because that
not to,
wasn't one of my
too.
things that I really
I
wanted
choose
to.
not
Well,
to too.
I don't enjoy cooking.
Because she doesn't, no matter what you say.
Oh my God,
She
Jen, you cook
does.
all the time. You cook all the time, and you do it.
I
Is it
do
because
it because
you're hungry? Is it because you're
no, no, because the children come.
She
I mean,
does it for her family.
Yeah, yeah. I don't just.
If you
want to
cook,
this-
they will come.
yeah, yeah.
That's what she does.
It's to keep us together.
And
Like,
and
you
when
know
I was
what,
at
that is
home, I did cook every Sunday, every other
this
Sunday.
is
I would cook.
this is an important principle that you need to impart to people out in YouTube world. This is an important principle. It is true. My grandmother cooked for 50 people every Sunday. 50 people.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
And she
Right.
had all kinds of stuff and did most of the cooking, but sometimes my couple of my other aunts, they would bring some stuff too, but and
Uh-huh.
people would do certain things, but she had a garden and she would absolutely have everybody over and bring everybody together in
Yeah,
cooking. And I think that
yeah.
is a
And that means a
principle
lot.
that, yeah, it means a
Mhm.
lot, and it brings everybody together.
And you
And
know
there,
each other, know the cousins, they can interact and all that.
well, this is the other thing. Yeah, I'm very close to my cousins on that side of my dad's family and stuff. But there are things that I think about that my aunts or my grandmother made, and it
Uh-huh.
reminds me of them to this day.
Yep,
To
Mhm.
this
yep,
day that
exactly.
I remember, maybe. And one of the things that you need to do, I'm going to tell you guys this. If you make something and you have something that is your specialty and your kids have told you that, you need to say, they may want to know how to, because you were talking about, was it Linwood's recipe that you had to do the fudge and he had a fudge
Right.
recipe?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Well,
Yep.
those are things that you need to impart to your grandkids. I mean, those are things that
Right.
are valuable, that are priceless, that you don't
Mhm.
realize. Like my grandmother made quilts.
Oh, yes, yes, I love
Sh-
that.
She made quilts, and I just took it for granted. I never thought about it. It was not something that I even, you know, took an interest in. I wish now that I had taken it more of an interest in it.
Mhm.
My
Yeah.
grandmother had a garden. She had flowers too, Jen. She had her
Mhm.
marigold flowers that lined the sidewalk leading up to her house. And
Uh-huh.
she had flowers everywhere. She had a garden, vegetable garden in the,
Mhm.
back. And, I wish I had taken more of an interest in doing some of those
Mhm.
things.
Mhm.
So you might ought to
Yeah,
ask your grandkids and kids, whichever. I mean, it's good that I'll be honest with you. It's very good that your son actually is working with Mike out in the
mhm.
shop.
Yeah,
Those
because
those
like,
are things.
yeah. Like I said, I'd like for Mike to go with us a lot of times, but then a lot of times, it's company to Scott, even though they don't see it that way. They're probably just out there working. I'm okay, fine, go ahead. But no, it's nice to go to the shop and have someone else out there. But Mama, and see the reason Mama always did this, but like it was your
Yeah.
grandma. She'd
Yeah.
have the whole family, their husbands, the wives, the children, and the grandchildren. She did that for a long, long time until Daddy got sick. That she couldn't do that. But anyway, we always enjoyed going over there. Daddy would always have a sand pile. The grandkids would play on the sand pile because everybody likes playing in the sand. And well,
But there's not really in this area. There's not that many who families do cook lunch on Sundays
yeah.
anymore.
I'm probably the only one on Lizard Slip for the family. They might cook for themselves, but
Mhm.
or like most time people for church they go out to the restaurant and eat. But
Yep.
but we always come here and have a meal.
And now she's looking after me on Sundays.
So
Well,
she comes to my house.
she's been looking after you for a long, long time, though, Stella, hadn't
There
she?
you go. Yeah.
Well,
She's
since I moved
she's,
up here,
she's
since I
been
moved
cooking,
here,
She comes to my house on Sundays, and
but doesn't
then
she come on Mondays and
she goes.
Tuesdays too if
She
she's
goes
not
to
working?
Shirley's. She goes. Well, she might sometimes come.
I usually come over here on Sunday for lunch, Monday and Tuesday night if she has something that I would like to eat, and then on Wednesday, Thursday, and
Friday.
Wednesday and Thursday, my sister next to me,
Which is Shirley.
I go over there, but
Shirley's the one that cooked the ring into her corn
into my
fritter.
corn fritter. So
Interesting.
if if I want to eat over there, she makes me welcome, and if they go out to eat, she'll track me
But
down.
doesn't your daughter cook for you sometimes too?
Yeah, I go
Oh,
over.
yeah, she does, and
I go over that
oh
way.
yeah, she's a pretty good cook too.
Mhm.
But While Lynn
But
would-
they're right close to
Yeah.
me. You know, I can just walk over and eat.
Yeah.
I have to drive to her house.
you know,
across
while
town.
Linwood was, doing pretty good there, she would always, we always got together. Linwood, myself, and Stella always would eat on Friday night or Saturday. And I'd come home from work on Fridays, just stop by, and she'd have some good old, those dried beans cooked and some corn and some biscuits, or sometimes I stop and get a salad. from
Yeah, we
her.
get pizza or something
Yeah,
Friday
yeah.
nights. And
But she, so I was eating over there right much, before Linwood passed. To
we kind of
was-
always eat on Friday and Saturday
try
night
to keep
together.
up, and it was like company to, Linwood and everything, if they're just like what we always did. I enjoyed
Interesting.
that.
Interesting.
But-
So, do you have any advice that you want to give to Stella about her, us finding her a man?
Oh no.
Well, I think she'll pretty know. I think she already knows like no holding hands until you've been through a couple of
God.
dates.
Well, I'm gonna have to break that one right off from the
I
beginning.
guess I'm.
She's
I'm
just
a
so
little,
different.
I'm a little independent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm more independent.
But you've got to understand that, Jen, that Stella had a man that did everything for her and made her the apple of his eye.
Mike helps me, but I want to kind of meet him halfway. I don't want him to feel like he's got to do everything for me. I want to do what I can do. When I can't do it, I'm going to call him. The same thing with him. I don't want to have to feel like that. I guess I got that from mom and daddy. Like if I want to get my car,
But
and
she was the baby. She was the baby. And I understand. I was the baby. Everybody.
You were the baby?
I was the baby. And you know what? I did the same thing. I picked and choose. I picked who I wanted to eat with too. Who had the best meal? I would go to their house too. I did that.
But the thing of it is, Michelle, I and you too, we're independent, but I don't want to.
I don't know.
independent
I
when it moves
probably am
to.
going to starve when Tim passes away. Before I do, I'm probably going to starve to death.
No, come to my house for lunch Sunday.
Come on, come on over.
Because I want to be around you.
Well, I mean,
Well, I don't expect him to be dying anytime soon.
I hope not too.
but I don't know how to explain it.
I just.
What were you going to say?
just want
You're
somebody I
independent.
want somebody to lean on. I want to have somebody to lean on.
Well, I lean on Mike. I mean, I lean on him. I mean, he's pretty dependent. What you mean lean on? Lean on him.
No, you don't want me to lean on your leg.
But I know that I know.
Trying to get over here.
Well, I wasn't messing. I was trying to get this little cubby hole here. We're trying to get both of our knees in there, and so share the computer. And that's what I was trying to get. It seemed like I thought maybe your leg was on my side.
No, it was okay.
And I was trying to get like this. But
Anyway.
I know Mike is there for support for me if I need it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have the fan going around your head, Stella. It looked like the fan was in the background. It was funny.
Yeah, there's a fan there. Uh-huh.
Yeah, right there.
That's not
Yeah.
just her hair.
And it's
I
the
thought
top
it was
of
your
the
hair
ceiling,
flicking.
You thought it was my hair
That was-
flipping. No, not with this spray on it. It won't go. It won't
We've got
flip
so
up.
much spray on it, it won't hardly
It
move.
won't move, will it?
Mm.
No, I just can't have that wash and wear look. I love it, but I've never been able to just kind of wash my hair and.
So what
roll it.
can we say? What can we say about the gentleman that's out there that needs a chatty woman?
A chatty woman?
A chatty
Chatty?
woman, that likes to enjoy talking and happy. And,
Well, I don't know. You think men want chatty women?
I don't think they want a
Nuts.
chatty woman. No,
they enjoy talking.
a good conversationalist.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe.
What do you like to talk about? Can you tell him while he's out there?
She doesn't like current events.
She does not like
You
current events.
I don't think so. No, I do.
She doesn't. She's not into the Trumps. Oh,
I
no, no,
do,
no.
I am.
It's politics. Politics.
I
She's
do.
not. She's not into politics as much as
You
I am.
are.
But let her, Jen, let her tell us her
I
story.
will.
What do
No, I
you
really
like to
don't.
talk
I mean,
about? What do you
I
like to
don't know.
talk
I
about?
mean, everything.
Well, give me an example.
Oh, I'm not very good at examples. I can just pick up on anything that anybody's talking
You know,
about.
you know about sports.
Some.
What do you know about sports? Hey, did you see, talking about current events, did you guys see Tom Brady throw the football
Yes.
off the yacht and hit the drone over the ocean? He hit it and said,
Yes.
"Oh," and he
Mm.
did
Now,
it on
can
the
you
first
imagine?
try.
Yeah. Can you imagine that?
So-
I couldn't believe
Yes,
it.
I can. Yes, I can. He did that for a living for. I mean, he did it for over 20 years.
But I mean, the drone's moving.
Okay, what
And-
was
and-
what was
and he
that to
had-
prove?
So
he
is
throws football.
a wide receiver, Jen.
We're going. Another guy.
Yeah, but once it's in the air, it's somebody that drone.
The
is
wide
like-
receiver is running. You know
Anyway,
how fast those guys are. Those guys are fast. You
well,
have to
you know,
time it.
It hit one of the legs, and it hit one of the drone legs.
Well, it hit
and
it so
broke
hard. It hit it so hard that it knocked it
came
out
down.
of the sky.
But that, I mean, and hey, and he's on a boat in the water. The boat's moving. He
He is a professional
good.
though. But so you saw that too, Stella?
No, I did not.
She
Oh, did you
was
see
at
where?
Walmart, probably.
Listen,
Oh, she's
did
a
you see?
shopper.
Did you see? Well, let me ask you guys something. This is an interesting thing for me to ask you. Have y'all ever used DoorDash or Uber Eats to go get your stuff from Walmart to shop for you and bring it to your house?
Mm-mm.
No, I haven't. My daughter does it all the time.
She does. Which one does she use, DoorDash or Uber?
DoorDash.
She
Most
uses
of them.
DoorDash. So but she has them go to Walmart for her and shop, or
Mostly,
just get food.
No, mostly she like
Grocery store?
Food Line, and she does it
Oh,
for her
they-
daughter. Like when if she's at school and she's sick or something,
Yeah.
she needs food, she'll do it like that.
Okay.
But I do
Wish-
like Walmart. I
You do
love
like
it when
Walmart?
when you just drive up, get in
Oh,
one
and
of
they
those little
put-
parking spaces, and sit there, and you just dial that number, and just a little while they tap on your window, and here's your package. And they when you want to put it in the
That's
back
all
seat,
about Stella. That's it.
I like that.
But
And then,
so do
right
you
now,
order it? Do you order it beforehand from Walmart and you go
No, I
online?
did it. I picked it up for a teacher at school. She asked me would I go do it, and I did it for her. I loved it.
I get hung up on
People
you know, I
doing the
have certain
shopping
things.
for you?
yeah, because I might not always do.
But now I wouldn't want, because
sometimes I buy a name brand, sometimes I don't, and I don't. it's
Depends
not
on the
like-
price. Well, this is the thing.
Yeah.
They always have, like, you can go certain places and they will have certain things, and sometimes they don't have the thing that they're wanting, and there's like no substitute. That's a difficult situation.
And then it's
And-
like hair to me. It's like telling Mike to go to the grocery store. I've got to be so specific and tell him everything, and I don't like to write, so it takes me a long. So I can be down to Food Line and come back by the time he can probably get into the truck, walk from here to the car. And
So you
plus
don't-
then you've got to be very, very specific. And
Yeah.
I save my time and my words, and I can just go get it. And I can be satisfied and not get upset with him when he comes and it not be the right thing.
right. And you like your fruit, they might just get any bag of grapes and throw in there when you get it, and you might
So
think
you
the other
examine
bag-
the fruit to see if it has
Oh,
bad
yes.
spots and all that,
yes.
and if it meets your.
But
I think they might just pick up a bag of grapes and throw it in there.
I
But
think
you
they
know,
do.
I could see where a person
For older people, I
who
think it's
can't
good.
drive or can't get out, or that their children could do it for them, because most of the time they're pretty same thing each time.
Now, if it was me, doing it, bagging it up for old people or whoever it was, I would search and get the best that I could find for them.
You
And
would.
they may do it,
But-
but no,
I don't think so.
you don't think so?
No, not the ones who are doing that.
She does not think so. I thought you were going to wear something bright and shiny, and you got a blue jean shirt on.
Well, I'm sorry.
Did you forget? You were so bright the last time.
Oh, I thought that I did pretty good with my gold chain.
Well, that's dull brown. I thought I was a little bit brighter than
I got my earrings and stuff on.
Well, mine are dingly. I mean, I got little diamond
Yeah,
things
your earrings are fine, and all your jewelry is fine.
Yeah,
And
but
Jen's
she
got
doesn't
all
wear a
her.
lot. I got a
She's
little
got
bit.
brown, dark.
But I got gold that shines.
But you, Stella, are trying to attract somebody, so you got to be bright and shiny. Bright.
Yeah. Yeah, she
Like
usually
like
is.
I know. She was bright the other night. I told her to wear the same
Uh-huh.
thing.
What night was that anyway?
I don't know when it was.
I forgot what night that was. She must have been, and you worked that day and today, and I worked
Well,
that
we'll
day.
see if we get any hits tonight. And if we get a couple of hits,
They're coming to you. You have four
Yeah.
to her.
if we get any hits
Okay,
tonight,
listen. If anybody is interested in going out on a date with Stella, go to michellemerard.com and tell me about it. And I will be the filter. I'm going to be the filter,
are
and I'll
screen.
check.
and we only want positive comments.
Just positive comments. No negative comments. No,
No
negative.
negative comments. Because
We got
this
enough
girl can't take any
negativity.
negative from her sister.
Oh no.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
There we come back again. Every time it thunders, it does that.
Yeah. So
But
So what you're seeing on your end is nothing, and you're just talking into the computer,
Yeah,
just
and we're seeing
blindly
you now.
no,
talking
we
in.
got you. No,
Yeah,
we
can't
got
see
you
me.
now.
every once in a while it'll black out. If it thunders, it'll black out. Then give it time, it'll come back on.
Well,
And
it has
I'm
not
very easy
done
to talk
anything
to.
here. You're easy to talk to. Well, but you want to
Oh,
watch
yeah.
movies? You want to watch movies?
I love movies.
But I want to go out. I want to go
She
to the
doesn't.
movie
She doesn't like to
theater.
watch them at home. She wants to go to the theater and watch it.
I like it on the big screen.
Okay,
know,
but
sit
what
in
kind
a
of
movie
movie?
theater.
What
Eat his
movie is it? What movie is out there right now that you think that you would like to see that you have not seen? Do you know any
That one,
movies?
we want to see it. Did you ever see it? Love Again.
Yeah, To Love Again. That
That was
was one I wanted to see.
but it didn't stay.
I like romantic movies.
You like chick flicks?
Well, yeah. I mean,
I like. Did you like some thrillers?
I like thriller movies. I
and
like
you-
mysteries. I
mysteries.
like
What about? She likes ghost
Action?
movies.
She likes
Who?
ghost movies.
What is that? Scary movies, I should say. Scary movies.
I don't like scary movies.
I don't either. I don't.
mhm.
I don't like
them
it at
too
all.
much. But,
Uh, but I do like action movies and suspense.
Oh, I do. Oh, yeah. I like all that.
Like Born Identity. I don't know if you know that.
Born
Yeah,
Identity.
yeah.
Yeah, that's one of
And
the.
look, I love. Did you ever see? But it was in the 80s. You probably wouldn't see that one.
I was around in the 80s, Stella. I was a teenager.
Well, you wouldn't have wanted to see it.
What was the name of that movie?
What
was
is
the name
it?
of it?
Clint Eastwood.
Oh,
Clint
yeah,
Eastwood.
love Clint Eastwood movies. You like Clint Eastwood movies?
I do, but
love
I mean, I
Clint
don't
Eastwood.
remember what the
Bridge
movie that I.
Bridge over Madison.
Bridges over
I've seen
Madison
Bridge
County.
over Madison County. I've seen that movie.
Have you?
That was
Yes, it's,
good. Oh,
it's on
And,
television. It's on.
Yeah,
I wanted
you
to
gotta
get my
pay for
core.
Oh,
No, you don't have to pay for it. I watched it on. Well, I mean,
no, you don't. It's
Netflix
been on
or-
regular movies. Mhm.
Netflix
Mhm.
or Amazon. I have Amazon Prime. I watched it though,
So,
and
yes,
it's time for
sometimes, like
And then-
sometimes on the
and then,
AMC channel,
yeah.
American Movies
What
on
was,
AMC.
what was the one that we took Mama to?
Forrest Gump.
No, with Clint Eastwood. You know, when we
He
had the,
did one. He did one. He did a couple recently. There was one that he was a drug runner. Did you ever go see that one?
Right, we saw that one. That one's great.
I
That
didn't
one was
see
good.
that.
Yes,
It
you
was a
did.
pretty good movie.
We were in the
I like. Remember the one he was maybe his wife had died and
Gran Torino.
yes, you know he was
He
in
was
the
like
house.
he was in Detroit or something, and he had that Gran Torino car. Yep,
Yeah,
I saw that one.
just those little wise guys, and he kind of got one of them that got.
So
helped
y'all are
him.
big Clint Eastwood people. So who was
Oh,
the
I
big
like Al
star?
Pacino too.
Oh, Al Pacino. Oh, Sin of a Woman. Oh,
Yes,
I like
I-
that. I love that.
Yeah, Al Pacino, Son of a Woman. I
I
like
don't
him.
remember that. Never seen that one.
It's kind
Um,
of old. And also, and we went to see. We liked that one. What was one with all the it was what was the name of da 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 da. There was that. It's a musical kind of. Meryl Streep was in it. Don't you remember? Oh yeah,
I
we
don't
went to see it. It
know.
was so
Girls.
yeah, and every time you hear the music,
Girl movie.
it was a group of singers, that made this song.
Mhm. ABBA.
ABBA, something ABBA.
ABBA.
Oh,
I don't remember.
Dancing Queen.
Dancing Queen.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, Dancing Queen. Okay.
It was like
Hey, okay. Well, wait a second. Is it okay if Stella goes out to dance with this guy? Is that okay?
Oh yes.
she's been on that scene too. I could not
She's
believe
been on
that my sister never had she really doesn't have that much rhythm. She won't even sing. And
She's been singing on here. How can you say that?
no, she weren't singing. It was me. So I was just humming. But I'm saying she doesn't even want to sing with me in church or anything. I can't sing.
I
I
know,
can't
because
sing.
I'm not singing in front of everyone.
And
She-
then she's I could not believe she was going to these. There's a couple of places in town that were Christian people, but there she was going to the dance to see. She sit there and spot somebody. You say, "Wait,
He
She
danced with
spot-
me. No, he spotted me.
yeah, I couldn't believe that she was interested in dancing."
And he slow danced very well. I mean,
Yeah,
Did he?
and he
So
held
is
me
this
like
the
a
guy that you? Is this the guy
And he-
that you were talking about that you didn't want to name his name and all that? Is
Oh, no,
this
that
the
was
person
another
you're?
one.
That
was another one.
he was 80.
He was 80.
He didn't look like it, but he didn't look like it. He was very.
And he
smooth.
didn't move like it either.
He was very smooth.
Look at her.
Oh God. Oh Lord. So Jen, why do you not let her? I mean, she might want to. I mean, I'm trying to get her a date. We're trying to get her a date on here.
Yeah, but if you know somebody and you're concerned about them, you want them to get off on the right foot.
Well, I can understand that. Hey, did you hear about Ted Ystrent? What is his last name? Ystrent, the Unabomber. He died today. He killed himself.
Yeah, I heard that. Did you hear that?
Not when
See,
he.
she does not keep up with current events. Yeah,
He
yeah,
died.
I
He killed
think it's like-
himself. He
Did
was
kill
in.
himself?
Yeah,
Yes.
well, that's what I heard. He was in
I
Durham.
just thought
He was in
In
the prison in
Durham.
Durham. Yeah.
but you're saying he killed himself? I thought he just
Yeah.
died natural. I didn't get all of it.
That's
But
what
he
they
did-
said.
he was
I
a
don't
youth-
know.
he was a
I
youth
don't know.
bomber. Yeah, something.
He killed himself.
That was so sad.
Well, had he been there to jail yet? I mean,
Yeah,
had
he was
been?
He died. Let's see.
He'd been in.
He'd been in there a long time.
Yeah.
Had
Yeah, because well, I'm not sure exactly. What remember what he did.
Well, he was a Unabomber. He's killed
I used
people.
to
He
get,
sent
yeah.
packages. He sent packages to people, and it would blow up on them.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, who was the one that, or did he get killed in the incident? You know, at this remote place. Was it a school or something? And the FBI went and what Waco was it? Waco, Texas. Waco something was in the. What was his name? They had a name for him.
David.
So did they?
David. Why are you
I think
talking about him?
was
I don't
that
know. I don't know
if he
anything
was
about
something he just did. It was he was.
Waco.
I thought it was in a school, and he was held up there. And the FBI went and tried to. It was like a. Or was it a?
Let's see.
Was it a
David
cult? Or was it
Koresh.
a cult?
David Koresh. It was a cult. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's awful.
Well, he didn't. So, I mean, but the Unabomber was in Montana, and he was very. I mean, he did it for 20 years. He sent these bombs for 20 years. They couldn't. Isn't that amazing? The FBI is about worthless, aren't they?
Evidently, they're
I mean,
it's
I mean, I'm
amazing.
serious. You hear
Yeah,
about this guy shoots up. So this young kid shoots up the school system. Oh yeah, we knew about him, but we never did anything. We never did
right.
anything to stop him or whatever. It's like,
yeah.
okay,
And it is
what's
amazing how they can. It's amazing how quickly they can react to some things, and how some things, like Hunter. It's been what 5 years they had kept the laptop, or 2 years.
about 2 years? Yep, 3,
Mm-mm.
2 or 3. Well, so Jen, you don't have to go to work tomorrow, do you?
No,
She's
And you
cooking
don't
again
have
tomorrow.
So if
cooking
you're
again.
okay, wait a second. So if we got somebody to go with a date, could they meet at your house, Jen? And
Oh no.
have,
we can have a meal together.
No.
We can have a meal together.
No. I would meet them.
I know. You scream,
No, you
then I'll
scream.
scream,
No,
and
no.
then she can go.
That was scare them away. Scare them away. I would.
Hey, Michelle, since everybody does anything for her, we thought we would save her the time and we could
Right.
screen for her.
right, we're just
No,
doing a
you-
little bit of screening for you.
You screen
We-
them, and then I will meet them in Washington.
Okay. Oh, you don't want them to know where you live, is what you're saying, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You meet
But
them,
how did
and
that
then
happen
I
with the
talk
other
with them.
dude? How did that happen with the other dude? I don't understand how that happened. He saw
Do
where
what
you
now?
live. The other dude we were talking about.
After
How
they-
did he get
Yes,
to your
I
house?
talked with him. I talked with him for a while. I met him in Washington, and then
the second date or so,
the second time
he
you
came to her
picked me
house
up
to
my
pick
house.
her up, like a normal date.
Normal
The
date.
guy would come to your
Yeah.
house to pick you up.
So he made it through the first round, but he didn't
Mhm.
make it past a second date.
The second round,
Uh-huh.
right? When the second round came, at the end of the second round,
It was enough of
I-
him.
it was
You
enough.
well, okay, but let's talk about this a second because Jen has a point. If you held his hand, you sent him a signal and he was thinking other things, or maybe he was just older. He's maybe
No, he was younger than I was.
I know. I'm
And-
just well,
and-
no, I'm talking about he's an old man in general.
Oh,
She don't want to. He's an old man. I'm just saying maybe I don't know.
well, no. He just, I mean, he should have used his common sense as a gentleman.
Well, he wasn't a gentleman though.
Right.
That was the problem.
And I had told him that the first time.
What did you tell him and he didn't do? You said you told him the first time. What did you tell him?
That
And then
he, I just told, he says, well, I think he took it as just opening the door to, I mean, he thought
oh, you
that
told
was,
him that you were looking for a gentleman. You told him up front.
yes.
Mm.
Oh, yes.
You told him up front that you wanted a gentleman, and he acted like that.
Yeah,
Amazing. People don't believe what you're saying. They just
No.
don't believe
No,
it.
right. That's right. He thought he could.
I told
ease
him
on-
up
He thought he
front.
could ease on down the road. Ease on in.
And, you know, I really mean what I say. And then I told him, and, you know, I told him what I told you. I told him that night, and he said, oh, okay, not this time. And I said, "Mm-mm."
Never again.
But you were able to fend him off. You were able to fend him off and take charge of your dating life for sure, right, Stella?
Mhm.
Your situation
Yeah.
that night.
Well, at least he was
I mean, he overstepped his bounds when he came into my home and picked me up that night. But I overlooked that.
Well, you shouldn't have. You
I
should
kind
have.
of overlooked that.
You should have
But
said,
then-
okay.
When you came
But
back.
you should have. I'm going to give you some. I'm going to give you some wisdom from a younger person. You
Mhm.
need to don't overlook that stuff. You say, look, I told you, blah blah. I told you I need a gentleman. If you're not going to be a gentleman, just go on home.
Right. So
Now you know. Now you know. You told him to be a gentleman, and he had no idea what being a gentleman really was. You need to tell him.
yeah, he only thought opening. I guess he only thought opening the door was a gentleman. I guess
Maybe that is, but
that's
maybe-
part. But I mean, that was. I thought maybe he thought that was the only thing. You know, that I was looking for.
obviously he didn't realize that. But I mean, he did leave you alone. So,
Oh
know.
yeah.
He did.
I mean, he did. He did, Jen. He left her alone after she told him to leave. He didn't try to do anything else.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And
Well,
so,
I know this was a harder jamming session. Jen calls this a jam session. Why do you call it a jam session?
Because we're all
Yeah.
talking back and forth. We're all talking. You talk, I talk. We all talk about this, that, and the other different subjects.
Different stuff,
We're not
jamming.
just, we're not staying on one subject. We're all putting input about different things.
that's how.
That's a jam session. That's a jam session then from
Yeah.
in Washington, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Is that what
Yeah.
most people think about a jam
Oh,
session
it's-
is?
Yeah,
Or is that just
probably,
what you call
probably.
it?
But then
It's
that's
probably just what we call it.
that's probably an older term. You know, it was also jam session. I've heard it, but it's probably an older term for, you know, all this.
I've
different
never
kinds of
heard it before.
Really? Well, have you heard? I'm in low cotton today.
I've heard touching cotton when you need to poop.
A what?
Well,
what
this
now?
is like this is a term
Are
like
you
you're-
touching
it's-
cotton?
okay.
Are you touching cotton when you're having
Are
you're
you
having to
touching
hold back the poop? Yeah, when you're about ready to poop.
And
I've
what
never
is that
heard
now? What is that? Are you
Touching
Touching.
cotton.
cotton?
Well, low cotton is like a term if you're just kind of dragging. And then Mama, she used the term jaded. It's like,
Jaded.
I feel jaded today, you know.
It's like we were really jaded Saturday after that
shower.
shower.
We were really in low
So
cotton.
jaded is low energy.
No,
You're just-
yes,
yeah,
so
low energy.
tired
You're worn out
that
completely.
you can't do anything.
Yeah.
You're just
Well,
dragging.
jaded means something else today. Jaded means you're jaded like let's see. I wonder what Google will say what jaded is. Let's see what Google says it means because it's a different term that they used. What
Jaded.
does jaded, JADED, mean In slang, okay. In slang, if you've done something so much that it doesn't excite you anymore, but just leaves you tired. Oh, I guess it means the same thing.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Because we walked around and served food and cooked food until we were just completely worn out.
Washed dishes,
Yeah.
plated food,
Yeah.
unplated
If
food.
if you've done something so much that it doesn't excite you anymore, but just leaves you tired.
Just leaves me tired. Yeah. We've
We've
cooked
cooked
so
food.
much.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It says a state of disillusionment and sadness. Okay, now let's look at the Urban Dictionary. This is for the youngsters. You see through everything and have no illusions about what is true. So many negative things have happened that it's jaded you. Yeah, that's the
Same
way
thing.
I say.
Oh, that's what you would.
It's a
That's
little
how you
different. It's a little different though. I mean, it's you
Oh.
see through everything and you have no illusions about what is true. I mean, you're a little bit jaded. You have ideas. I don't
a
know.
lot of ideas and you're jaded. You hear a lot of
But
ideas.
you're talking
and
about jaded being tired.
physically tired.
Yeah, that this is jaded from the Urban Dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
What makes people jaded? Too much of something, particularly social activities, hobbies, or something that was once
That's it. That was
exciting.
it. Social. That's it. We're at a social
social.
shower. Definitely jaded.
Mm.
Trying to talk to everybody, make
Everybody.
sure they have food, make them all feel comfortable and very much welcomed and food.
So where did
and-
you have this? Where did you have the shower? wedding
It was
shower?
at the fellowship
Family
hall
Life.
at my church on Slatestone Road.
Okay.
It's Rosemary-
But it
Rosemary
was
Church.
for. Is that where Stella goes to church too?
She grew up there, but she did once she married Jay Linwood. She went to Bellhaven, right?
Mhm.
Is that where
Bellhaven
she
Church.
goes now?
No, I go to
New
a church that he
Linwood
started,
started.
in Pantego, where we lived.
New
You-
Hope
how
Church
lo-
of Christ.
Is that not a long ways off?
Oh no, just 30 miles east of here.
So does
It's
it
not
take
30
you about
miles,
30?
About
20 minutes.
20, 25 minutes. Well, 30 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
You said 30
Takes-
miles. Is it 30 miles? It's not quite 30 miles. But
Yeah,
anyway,
she probably
it's
drives a
fairly
mile a
close.
minute.
Yeah,
She
I
probably
mean,
drives a mile a minute.
I do drive a little
She
bit
drives
fast.
fast. She
I do.
really does.
Jen does or you do?
Oh, Jen drives fast.
She drives faster than she did.
Jen
Linwood
drives
there-
fast. So have you had any
Absolutely.
speeding tickets?
No, she hasn't, but
Uh-uh.
she really came close a couple of Sundays ago.
What happened a couple
Yeah.
of Sundays ago?
I didn't know it.
She was holding. What else?
Tell the story, Jen. I mean,
She
Stella,
was
tell it.
trying to get home. She came to.
Here, Linwood preach.
No, no, it wasn't. No. She
It
came.
was
She came to hear Jason, my son, preach.
Oh,
She was trying to get home for nothing else but to get her Sunday lunch on the table
on time. Yeah.
on time. It's always got to do with food. Food. So she was just coming down this highway 32, and my daughter
Highway
was
32.
behind her.
There's nothing down Highway 32 except land.
Well, anyway, she
Land
was
and
coming.
homes,
Yeah,
yeah.
she was coming down, and my daughter happened to be behind her. And right at this turn off spot, she was just going fast because they couldn't keep up with her. And my daughter
Yeah.
drives fast also.
Uh-huh.
And about the time she was getting ready to turn off, they spotted a highway patrolman coming towards her.
Oh my
really? When I saw
goodness.
it, went by and-
And when she turned off, there was a highway patrolman.
And what did he do? Did he stop her?
No, he went right by her.
Well, I thought.
Or whatever. But anyway, they were afraid that she was going to get a ticket.
because
But
she was
she
going
went
so
on.
fast.
Mhm.
So
But
what
she
did
went
you
on.
did you see him still? Jen, did you see
Uh-uh.
this highway patrolman?
No, no, I didn't see him. I thought I'm really confused by it all because when I turned off, I
she-
saw one just go like this, go on
Go
down.
right, just
I
past.
saw one go straight, and I turned off of 32, and he went
He
on
just
by.
kept on, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one I saw.
Yeah.
But he said it was coming towards me.
Well, I don't know, but anyway,
That's the only one I saw.
if it'd been anybody else, he would have turned around and went and got her. And she drives. I mean, when she takes off, that car just settles down in the back. It looks like it's an airplane getting ready to take off in the sky.
She makes fun. They make fun of my drive.
And if you're in the back seat of her car,
Yeah.
you slide from one side to the other if you don't hang on to the seat belt or whatever's in the back.
if you're not seat belted in the back. Yeah.
That's true.
Well, that's the same thing.
But-
I'll do the same thing in your car. Yeah, because each mama should say, "This is your curve. This is my curve."
Anyway, everybody talks about how she drives fast.
Interesting. I had no idea that Jen was a speed demon. I have a little bit of speed demon in me. I got so many tickets at one point that the attorney that I got to get rid of it or whatever said, there's a cruise control on your car.
Oh yeah,
Right?
I just don't like to use it because I feel like I'm in more control. I can put my foot on the brake and don't have to wait for it.
Well, and I started doing that, and I haven't done it a lot recently. I haven't got any tickets recently, but I was traveling a whole lot more then.
I should. Yeah, I'm gonna try to be more careful.
Well, the car that I've got now, I've recently discovered that it will. You can set it so it will slow up so many car lengths behind the car in
Right.
front of you.
Mm-hmm.
So that works really great.
Wow. Do you do that?
Mm-hmm.
In other words, tell me how it works.
When I'm out,
It
like,
automatically does it for her. It'll slow
Slows
down
up.
if somebody pulls out in front of her. That's
And what about you got your foot on the gas?
no, I don't.
she's got it on
Oh,
cruise. She's got
on
it
cruise
set.
control.
Mhm.
So you use your cruise control?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't use mine.
I
And then
do
it'll just resume its speed when they leave.
I do
So
occasionally.
you use yours now?
Occasionally, yeah.
Well,
Depends on where
my
I'm
car's
going.
so old.
Yeah, because you travel a lot, so
Yeah.
I would think that you would use yours when you were traveling.
Yeah.
Have to go long distances.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Absolutely.
y'all, you didn't say any. Like I said, Zoe got me up this morning, and Tim said he thought she hurt herself getting down off the bed, and then she came and woke me up, and I had to let her out, and I had to use my phone, the flashlight on my phone, because it was totally dark.
Uh-huh.
She had to go outside at 2:00 this morning and poop.
Oh no, she
Her
must
She
have,
doesn't
tummy
usually-
hurt.
she
Her
must have
tummy must
upset
have been
stomach.
hurting. She must have.
Uh-huh.
I mean, she doesn't usually use the bathroom. Well, I mean, I don't know that it was kind of rainy yesterday, so I don't know
Yeah.
if she, didn't get. She is a dog that poops a lot.
Uh-huh.
Really does.
But it was wet outside. She probably couldn't really finish.
She didn't like to go. So anyhow, but
That's probably
she
what
went out.
happened.
But she comes, she wakes me up, and I didn't. She always asks me for food. She asked me
She
to
didn't
take
ask
her
you?
out. She never asked Tim. The only thing she does ask Tim to do something. She asked Tim to take her to play with the Frisbee. That's what Zoe does. She
She'll
asked
take
Tim.
the Frisbee and
She catches the Frisbee.
uh-huh.
She's very athletic. She's a very smart and athletic dog. She is very smart.
What was it? You took a picture of her. She was on the bed but had the frisbee with her.
Well, she was
What was
sleeping.
it?
She was just sleeping with a frisbee. It's like her. It's her toy. It's her, you know, like her security
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
blanket or whatever. She
Yeah,
loves to
yeah,
have it.
yeah,
She
yeah.
loves, but she doesn't
So
get to. She doesn't normally get to sleep with it, but she had
how
it.
old is she now? How old is she now? About?
2017 is so 2023 minus. I think she's 6. Yeah, 6 years old. She's
Wow.
and she's still
She's really
very
grown.
active. She's
Yeah, she's
very
still.
active.
Uh-huh. She's a
Do
pretty
you
dog.
still have do you still have your cats?
Me, Jen, no, I
Yeah.
don't have any outside animals
Oh, does
now.
Stella have a cat?
No, she
No,
doesn't.
no, no. I have no animals.
We're
You never
animals.
had any You have never had any animals or for
Yeah,
Yes, I had animals
and
at
I did
home.
too. We've
you
had
had
2 dogs.
cats. Oh, I just knew
We had.
about the cats.
I don't have any. Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't have any dogs now. But when the children were young, we had 2 dogs. One died. As one died, we'd get another one.
Mhm.
And then when the grandkids came, when the last dog died, I didn't have any. And we might have had a kitty cat. We did have some kitty cats too. But anyway, when the children got grown,
When I first knew
I
you,
didn't
you
get any.
just had the cats.
Yeah, I just had the. Yes, probably. Hmm.
That's when you start
Yeah.
having.
Right. That's right. And
Did the cats
then
bring you did they bring you mice?
Mhm.
oh,
Oh yeah.
squirrels. Well, see, they brought squirrels and at my back door. They come
Yeah.
bring it to my back door. And now I'm being overrun with squirrels because those cats were hunters.
Zoe
I
will
had.
Zoe will come and she'll chase them. She'll chase them up the
Uh huh.
tree.
Uh huh.
She will. She
Or
loves to
or
chase
bark at them.
squirrels.
Yeah.
Oh, she
Yeah.
chases them. She loves to chase them.
And
She really
Stella, she
does.
always had dogs at her house when the young ones were little.
I had dogs.
And you had kitty cats too.
Dog, yeah. Cats and dogs.
Hmm. Yeah, but
Now it's just
So
me.
what?
It's
So
just
you don't
me.
want a cat either? Not a cat, a dog, anything?
If
My mom has a dog and she loves that dog as much as she does me.
Mm-hmm.
well,
They,
if I had, if I
Probably more.
had more room, if I had another room that I could put a litter box, probably I might have a cat, but I don't want a
Any
it'll be another
responsibility to have
chore.
to
something
take,
else. I'll have to
It's
do
take
what
care
now?
of. To
Yeah,
take care
and
of,
it's another
right?
chore. You gotta.
Yeah.
It's a chore that you have to do too. So
And
Well,
you
we
know,
have to
she's going to say
have
that,
to-
plan where you're going to go that would have pet friendly,
yeah.
Mhm.
And I'm
unless
just-
you got somebody to keep, and she probably wouldn't be happy with anybody else. But,
No, Zoe goes
and I
everywhere
think-
with us.
Yeah, I think there's probably more pet friendly places now. Motels
used to be.
than it used to be because everybody has a pet. Everybody that
Everybody
comes in the
has a
rich
pet.
neighborhoods,
And people
everybody
don't
has
take
a dog.
Yeah, people don't take a cat though. They never take a cat on vacation, but they
Mhm.
always take their dog.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Most people, especially if they have a small little dog. Zoe's not small, but she's not huge.
Hmm. She's a good
So-
medium-sized dog. Yeah.
She's a good dog.
Yeah.
She's a
So do you have
very
a busy
good.
day? Do you have a busy day tomorrow, or if you
Tomorrow,
travel?
no, I just have to take care of people's problems when they come up. This is not a
Mhm.
busy time right now.
Yeah.
Busy time is when I see y'all. And,
Oh, yeah, because
Well, get prepared.
when you leave here,
well,
you're
let me
completely-
ask you.
You're probably in low cotton. She leaves here
Yeah.
jaded.
Because you're jaded.
You're jaded when you leave here.
So low cotton means that you have low energy too.
Yep, low cotton and jaded is about the same thing.
Never heard
That
of
was
low
kind of-
cotton.
Kind of like a farm term, because we had cotton, and it was like if you picked cotton, you were jaded. You were low cotton.
I thought it was just you were working hard.
That's true too.
That
Low
is
cotton-
all of it together.
Yeah, all of it is you're working hard and you're just completely worn out.
So you had tobacco and cotton?
Yeah, at one time we had cotton a couple of years and then Daddy quit having the cotton, just stuck with the tobacco and corn and peas and cows and
Did you
hogs and
sell the?
horses.
Did you? You had hogs too.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
We killed our own hogs. We killed about 10.
Did you kill? Have you killed chickens and hogs yourself?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, not myself, but I was there helping. Your daddy, they would kill the hogs. Mom, she would
Do
kill.
you think Do you think Mike could kill a hog today?
He probably could because when they had cows and they butchered cows. Where
Hmm.
at on the West Coast, they lived on acreage and they had some cows.
We never knew what Thanksgiving really was
Daddy,
because we always killed hogs because we were out of school.
Daddy
You had,
always like
you had ham for Thanksgiving.
Well,
No.
we killed hogs on that day because we were all out of school.
he always used the holidays so that and most time it was cold. Back then it was
really
cold,
really
it-
cold,
in
freezing,
November. We always did it in November.
and the ground was frozen.
Yeah, and we would kill hogs, and then of course we had some friends that would come and help, neighborhood people. But Mama then she would do, and I couldn't eat it. Same day we killed the hog, she'd cook hog stew,
Ugh,
and
You couldn't eat it after seeing the hog killed.
yeah, hog.
Nasty.
Yeah, she'd go and get the liver. Yeah,
Ooh.
oh, save me a liver, and I'll put it in the stew. So did well, the backbone what is the backbone where they have that tenderloin stuff or
yeah, and
whatever,
all that kind of stuff.
and that would be in it, and
But
so
you couldn't eat it. So you were starving on
no,
Thanksgiving.
because they're smelling it and everything,
Ugh.
and then you come and feel like you're eating it. But yeah,
So you never had cows? You never had cows, but you had a horse.
We had cow.
Yeah, we had cows. Then we had cows and milk. Had
Milk
Daddy would milk
cows.
the cow, and Mama would make the butter. And
Are you kidding?
Cream.
no,
So can you all do that?
I can't milk. No, Daddy never taught us how to milk a cow. We would go watch them because we love to hear it hitting the milk hitting the.
We knew we could do that.
Well, I never tried, but we'd go watch him. Now the boys did. We'd go watch him, and you'd hear the stream of milk hitting the bucket in the bucket. It sounded
And
like
every now and then he would do it like that, and the kitty cat would drink it.
yeah. The kitty cat would drink it. But we didn't have cows to butcher. Once in a while, but we'd have.
You
one,
had
but
milk
most
cows.
of-
I mean,
most
so
of
did
ours
you make
were milk cows.
you made butter and did you make ice cream?
No, we didn't. We didn't. Now later on,
We had cow's cream.
we had the cream from the cow,
Mhm.
but Mama should make butter from that. And we'd have sweet cream. Like I love that sweet cream in the strawberries. It's delicious. But now later on, when some of the
So
youngest,
do you ever
our
do
brothers- What?
You ever
what?
do
Now?
that now? The
What
cream
no.
and
Make the kiss.
the cream and the
no, no.
strawberries you said that you loved.
Oh yes, I did do that. I had some heavy cream to make for a recipe or something, and it was delicious. I love hot biscuits and strawberries, sweetened strawberries. Oh, so good, so good.
You make good
But,
biscuits.
I can't make. I
No.
can't make the biscuits.
We never got that from Mama.
Mama, she could make a pan of biscuits in no time, but we just don't have that technique
Mm-mm.
for some reason.
I
It's what I
had
know.
an
It's
When what?
I said. I forget what I was going to say about
We
biscuits.
didn't get that technique from her. Mama.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but
I see.
I would say it's like this. I think. I mean, I've done them before, but they don't come out soft like mine. But it's one of those things you keep working with it, and if the more you do it, the more you'll get your knack.
I
Like
had
the
an-
fudge,
I had an aunt that she used to make huge, big. She called them cat eye biscuits. Have you ever heard of that? And they were huge. They were huge. They were big, huge biscuits. But she was the best. But that was my aunt. That was my mom's sister. And
Well, she made them like Biscuit World. Biscuit. Did you
No,
ever? I told you we're
Ville.
getting Biscuitville. We're getting.
yeah,
we got.
no, she made them. They were huge. Biscuitville doesn't make them
Mhm.
huge. I mean,
really?
That was the thing that I remember about her cooking. See, my mom was not really a big. She was never a big. She never made a lot of anything, whatever. She was
You know,
it was never an interest of hers to be cooking either.
What
a cooker.
what is the term? Is some people cook just to live, we live to cook. How's that go? Live. Some eat to live, and we all live to eat because we love to eat. And I guess if you love to eat, you're gonna have to cook. So
Well, my mom was never, she was never a great, I mean, you know, she was never, I mean, I can remember different aunts that were very, very good at cooking. My grandmother was excellent at cooking, but I mean, I stayed with them a lot too. So, I mean, you know, that's the other thing.
well, everybody has their own passion now. Like Tori, she has more of a passion for cooking and trying different things. Tess, older granted, she can do it, but she'd rather be doing something else. So,
That's
but she
me,
can cook. But
for sure.
Tori is like she came over Thursday and took a picture of my tea cake recipe, and went home and made them. Went to her house and made them. So
Tea cake
Well,
recipe. What is
Recipe.
tea cakes is, I don't know. We always grew. It was like a cookie. It's like a cakey.
Oh
cookie.
yeah. It's like a
It's
wedding.
like and it's kind of like that, and mine. It seemed like actually the ones I make now, to me, it's just like a sugar cookie because
Right.
I
Yeah,
add more
like
sugar. Mama's was like round and she made them out of her dough.
Mhm.
But anyway, I like
Well,
always like a little bit.
This diamond girl has to go
Has to
home.
go to bed.
She has to,
You're tired. You're
Yes.
tired.
I'm jaded.
She
I'm
might be jaded.
And because I've got to be well awake because I have to
what's
take
happening?
I have to take my daughter over to Greenville in the morning. She has to have a driver. Has
You're-
a procedure
driving
done
her?
in the morning.
What time you got to
Oh
be
my
there?
goodness.
She told me to
It's-
be there at her house by 7:45 in the morning.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Well, we'll
So-
have to wrap this up. This has been a fun jam session. We will try
Well,
to get
I've
you
enjoyed
a man here, Stella.
We'll-
We'll try our best to get you a man,
man.
and maybe we'll have to do it again and get another chance to get you a man. And if you go out on any
and-
dates, then you'll report back to us.
That's
Oh,
right.
yes.
That's right.
And next time I will remember to wear something very, very bright.
Right, like it was orange is what you had on last time. Something orange and green,
Oh,
or
really? I
something
bet-
really
uh-huh.
bright.
It was probably bright.
yeah.
Probably. Next time maybe I'll wear something red.
Well,
red.
I always wear dark because it makes me look smaller. Yeah. That's why I wear dark because it makes me look smaller.
I heard you.
You know that large frame I've got, you know?
The
Your
large
big
frame.
bones. Your big bones.
The big bones.
Yeah, big bones, yeah. Large bones.
Big bones.
Mhm.
Well, I will be looking forward to seeing if my friend Michelle gets any.
Get you a husband.
husband.
Or no, a boy,
My
companion
boyfriend.
to
Companion.
go out to eat in
And just to
Washington.
have fun with and good conversation.
Conversation.
I still
I
don't
think
know
that
what
would
you're
be
going to
wonderful.
converse about. Maybe he's
Well,
going
you
to
know,
talk. Maybe
we-
he's
what
going
It
we
to.
doesn't,
go ahead.
It
it
doesn't
doesn't
matter
matter.
as long as he's
No.
talking to you.
We can talk.
Well, most
I
of
mean,
the
I can talk.
most of the time it's talking.
You just want him to
where you
listen,
from, what
right?
you do.
I can listen or he can listen to me.
Well, I'm pretty questionable because, like, say, like for instance, some of the children they'll bring a date in, and so that's okay. So where's your mom and daddy? And
Oh, she
I keep on
questions.
going.
Believe me.
Just learn that the little girl that my grandson's dating, she got people that I know, and church people that I know.
Well, this
But
is
they-
most like the people that might listen here is probably totally strangers.
And so these are total strangers. Yeah,
Mhm,
that's kind of a little bit different situation because you would never know nothing.
Right.
You wouldn't know any
Well,
of their people, and they didn't know any of your
Right.
people.
Well, the person that I saw a couple of weeks ago didn't know anything about them, and it was a wonderful conversation about his previous job. It was very, very interesting.
How about you? Did you have a chance to say anything?
Not a whole lot, but
So he's very.
I was, interested in what he was saying. It was nice. So anyway,
But you're a good conversationalist, and you will love to go to the movies and go out to dinner and maybe a day trip to the beach.
Yeah.
and we could just stroll down there. Wonderful Washington waterfront.
Yeah, we do have a good word.
Would you hold his hand?
I would.
Against Jen's better judgment, you would hold his hand. You would be happy to do
would.
that.
Right.
Yeah,
When you hold
okay.
hands, it means something. It means a tender feeling, and I don't think I can
I
have.
like that tender
I don't
feeling.
think I can have a tender feeling from the first time I meet somebody. He's gonna have growth.
Oh my God.
Michelle,
Oh my God.
Michelle, please,
Yes.
please
That-
strike that. Please strike it.
What do you want me to do? It's live. I can't. This is
I know
live.
what you do.
It'll be very interesting to see what kind of comments you have.
Can you
They say,
put
please
A
don't.
strike out there or something like they do on TV. Just strike.
So you will
And
hold
please
their
don't-
hands. What?
Please, whatever. Just tell
Uh-huh.
them to ignore the sister. That I do have a mind of my own.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I say how I feel, but she will do whatever she wants to do.
Well,
See,
that's
she's
for
gonna put
sure.
that buzzer up there. She's
Well,
gonna-
listen,
she's
we're
gonna
gonna have to
put
do
that
this
buzzer up
again.
there.
We're gonna have to do this again. We're gonna name it "Trying to Find Stella a Companion."
Yeah.
Finding Stella
Companion for-
a companion. I mean, I may have to get the AI. Hey, did y'all see where the AI preached in Germany? Did you hear about that?
No, the AI, that's artificial intelligence.
Yes. It had the sermon printed out, and I guess it maybe did it through the computer. I don't know, but
That's
they said
scary.
it was a little bit, yeah, that's weird. That's
Mhm.
unnatural,
Mhm.
not good.
I'm
Not good in my
afraid it-
opinion.
Right. I think, like always, some people get a hold of it and use it in harm's way.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that maybe next time, some AI stuff. But Stella's got to go so she can take her daughter, and I've got to go so I can tell Timmy he's in the bed already. I got to go wake him up. Well, he has to go to bed early so he gets up early.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
We
Well, look,
understand that.
well, we've enjoyed it too. It's been fun always
I know.
chatting and having a jam session. Because we girls, we talk about a lot, can't we?
Yep,
No
that's
telling
right.
what we'll talk about next time.
We have varied subjects.
We will have something to talk about. We'll get another session together, and you bring. I tell you what, you need to get your daughter and some of your peoples sitting here watching
sitting with
and
us, too.
interacting. Yeah. Well, no.
They can tell-
They can be on. They can watch it on YouTube
on their YouTube.
on their
Okay,
phone.
okay.
Yeah, they can. Well, some people do it on their phone. I do it on my television. I watch YouTube on my television, but
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to be able to see the big
And the
on my phone, I wanna be able to see it.
and the
Yeah.
computer, I do it on there.
Yeah. So,
Well,
well, you
yeah,
have
might
a
have to
very,
do on the big screen.
you have a very good night, and we haven't kept you up too late.
No,
Tim
you
will
haven't
say,
kept
"What
me
in the
up.
world?"
He'll be okay.
Well, I've enjoyed it.
He'll make it.
I've enjoyed it.
Are you
We
sure?
have Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We'll
Will he
get
be
back
okay?
together.
Will he be
Yeah.
okay to get up in the morning?
Zoe's sleeping with him. She's sleeping with him right now.
Okay. Oh.
She's right there
Uh-huh.
with him, so it'll be okay. Well, I
Okay.
will.
Well, you have a good night.
Somebody's coming in right now. Somebody's coming in. Is this the person that's going? Stella, pull back, Jen.
Yeah.
Let everybody see Stella. Come forward, Stella, so we can put the spotlight on you. We're
Oh,
trying to
gosh.
get you a companion.
Oh, a
Come forward.
companion. Okay. I am a forward. I am forward. How much
That's
forward
good.
would
That's
you
good.
like?
No. That's good. Say, hey, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Hello, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully.
Okay, there you go.
Have
Hopefully,
a
we'll
good
see
night.
you again. Okay, Jen, you can poke
Bye-bye.
your head back in there.
I'll see you too. I'm just a sister.
I'll see you guys. All right,
Okay,
we're ending it now. Bye bye.
See
All
ya.
right.
See you later.